Hey guys,
Good evening, everybody. Good evening, good evening, good evening.
welcome back to the Spit Box.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Spitbox Talk Show every Monday.
Walita come for your boy's head top on the daily.
I ain't going, y'all. Y'all know I ain't going.
I
Ugh,
make him sit down somewhere. He gonna
ugh,
learn. He gonna
ugh.
learn today. Hey Miss Belinda. Hey Kyron. Miss Carmela. I
Hey,
see
Miss Linda.
Sherry in
Hey,
the building.
Cajun girl Sherry. Hey, Kyron. What's up, Kyron? Hey, Carmela. How you doing, Esbury? Up at 11 o'clock in Germany.
Kyron, don't be taking your boys
Shout out to my girl Lita, my sister. What's up, Toledo?
what up? What it do?
What's up? What's up? What's up? Good evening, Miss Vaughn. Vaughn Villas is in the building, I believe.
Auntie Vaughn said she'll be back. She was
Okay.
driving. She was in traffic.
Man. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, man. Welcome to the Spit Box Man Talk Show every Monday at 3 p.m. where it goes down. Where me and my ugly bald headed sister, where we come
No,
on
he
here, man,
didn't.
and me and my assistant Alita Pine get it off her mind. This is what we're gonna be talking about. Today's topic, man. We're gonna be talking about should your loyalty be with your siblings or with your parents. We'll get more to that in a second. But right now, man, I just want to take a time to give everybody a warm welcome. Everybody that's in the chat, good evening to you. It's 3 o'clock here, my time, Mountain Time. I don't know where you are. If you're in Texas, like Lita, then it's I think what 4 o'clock, and
Yes,
then
for
it's 11 o'clock in Germany, and I don't know what time it is in Louisiana. It could be the same time in Texas, right? Because I
yeah.
think that's what Sherry is in Louisiana, so it's probably 4 p.m. there as well,
I
man. But what?
know Miss Carmela time frame and Auntie Vaughn, I think it's 5 where they at.
Oh, okay, okay. It's 5 with it.
Yeah. I see
Okay.
you, Esbury. You up waiting for us.
Yep. Louisiana, that's my old stomping grounds, man. Come on now. What y'all know about Shreveport? What y'all know about Shreveport?
I
Come
know a
on now.
lot about Shreveport.
What y'all know about Shreveport? What about y'all? What y'all know about Alexandria?
I don't know
Y'all know
nothing
about
about
Alexandria?
Alexandria. Uh-uh.
What about Lake Charles? Lake
Oh,
Charles.
that's
Lake
where the
Charles.
boats
Lake
are.
Charles. Come on, y'all. What y'all know about Lake Charles?
Oh, you
What's
in
up, Latoya?
Illinois? Okay, I
Come
see
on.
you.
What y'all know about Lake Charles?
I know a lot about Lake Charles. That's where the boats are. Get your gamble
What y'all know
on.
about Leesville?
I don't know
What y'all
about
know about
Louisville.
Leesville? Come on, y'all. Louisiana,
Mm-mm.
old stomping ground, man.
No. I know about Baton Rouge. I know about New Orleans. I
Come
see
on
you,
now.
Toya. Esbury over there eating Snickers in bed.
What
Mm-mm-mm.
about Lafayette? What y'all know about Lafayette?
I know a lot
Come on.
about Lafayette.
Y'all know about Lafayette. Come on now.
Hey,
What y'all know
Brandy,
about
how
what
you
y'all know about
doing?
Monroe? What y'all know about Monroe? Come on now. What y'all know about Monroe? We
Now
represent
you know
Louisiana, man.
D
Come
is
on.
from Monroe, so we know a lot about Monroe. Stop playing.
Come on, man. What y'all know about that port, man? Come on, Shreveport. Where y'all at? Come on.
That's where my mommy from. My mom from Shreveport. Stop playing.
You know, that's Merkville right there, boy. They be getting it in with them pistols down there in Shreveport. Come on now.
Man. What's wrong with how we say Lafayette?
Lafayette. I wonder how they say it. How you supposed to say Lafayette?
Look, she gonna have to call and tell us.
You gonna have to call in and let us hear how you say Lafayette.
Yeah. Latoya, I know you ain't talking about nobody. I found something that Latoya can't say. Latoya said acetaminophen.
Man. Welcome everybody to the Spitbox Talk Show, where we talk about different topics every Monday. This is our second show. We'd like to thank everybody for being here that is here, and I'm pretty sure there'll be more people to join the live here shortly. Shout out to Latoya Brinson, the Ewing family. Got your girl Cajun girl Sherry, which is Sherry Dugan, y'all, the music battle champion. Good evening to Brandy Carswell. Well, let me get my glasses before I start calling people Spanish names, y'all, because these letters, they look all kind of crazy to me when I even got my glasses on. Brandy Carswell, Carmela.
We missed you too, Brandy.
Okay. Brandy Carswell, Carmela, Kyron, my boy Kyron is in the building. S. Burry, all the way in Germany. Hello to everybody in Germany that may be listening. Okay, my boy Kyron in the building. And once again, man, let's give a big shout out to my girl Lita, man, because y'all know she held it down for your boy while I was sick. You know what I'm talking about? So big shout out to Lita, man. She always on top of her A game. You know what I'm talking about?
Thank
But
you, thank
anyway,
you.
y'all. So check this out, y'all. And today's topic: should your loyalty be with your siblings or your parents? And let me lay a little foundation, so y'all kind of know where we're going with this thing. You know how it is when if you come up in the house with your sisters and brothers, uh, and then you have your mom or your dad, whoever you was raised by, who pretty much lay the rules down in the house. You know, your mama gonna lay the rules down, but you know you and your sisters and brothers, y'all gonna do stuff and say stuff that your mama wouldn't allow you to do and say. And sometimes you might snitch on each other, you might go tell on each other, you may not. But where's your loyalty? Is your loyalty with your siblings or is your loyalty with your parents? Because I know as a kid when I came up, man, uh, my loyalty, as far as in the street go, like when it came to the street code, like my loyalty was with my siblings. You mess with one, you mess with all. But as far as in the house, inside up under my mama roof, my loyalty was with my mama. What
Mm,
you think about it? What you think about it, Lita?
no. My loyalty has always been to my siblings. We gonna ride or die for one another.
Okay, so say for instance somebody did something wrong when your mama was gone and she came home, you wouldn't tell your mom what happened?
Nope.
You wouldn't?
Nope.
What if it was something what if they broke like a vase that your mama really loved? It was like her favorite vase or something, and somebody broke it and she came in the house and she spotted that vase broken.
Snitches get stitches, and then they wind up in what?
Boy, look at here. You know what? My mama gonna whoop everybody. My mama
Well,
gonna whoop it. In a situation like that, everybody gonna get whooped. If she come in that house and she discovered that vase is broken and nobody ain't said nothing, we all man, look, we all finna get tore up from the floor up. We
what
all gonna get tore up, man. We all gonna get it.
in my household, then we all gonna get it because ain't nobody gonna find out who did what. I'm
But
sorry.
man, you
We gonna
can't
take
tell me
one
your
for the
sisters
team.
or your brother never said, I'm not finna get no whooping for you. I'm not
I
finna get
would.
in trouble for you.
I wish they would. I wish
What?
they would. No,
Man, what?
We don't play that. We don't play that.
I
Not
just
at
think that,
all.
yeah, in my opinion, I feel like the loyalty should be towards the parents. I know everybody's saying that the siblings, but I think that the loyalty should be towards the parents.
No, Brandy said she doesn't have any siblings, so she's the only child.
I'm only child, so I wouldn't know. Okay, no, that's a hard situation. But now probably a cool situation to be in because you don't have to worry about nobody telling on you, and you could do like you could be bad when your mama was gone or whatever, and there was nobody to tell on you. So that's kind of like a good position, I guess. But then it probably would be sad, like once you come up with siblings, to see how it would feel to actually go without being around siblings. Because I know I love my brothers and sisters with all my heart, soul, mind, and body. I love them. But when it comes to my mama, she first. Mama first. Yep, mama is first. That's why I feel about that.
I mean, the love for my mama is always gonna be first. Hey, Auntie Vaughn. But yeah, unfortunately, my baby will never know what it's like to have siblings because I'm one and done. We one and done. There will
Well, I
never be
understand that.
another.
As Bird said, I think it depends on the situation. I have no siblings. Okay, think about this right here. Look, your parents, man, they lay down the rules. They lay down the rules to the house, and then they go to work every day to pay the bills. Here you are, 9, 10, 11 years old, young teen, and your parents trying to buy you toys to play with. They're trying to get you gaming console. If you're a girl, they're trying to get you the dolls, the easy bake oven, the little doll houses, and what have you. Your parents trying to work real hard to make sure you're happy, and so they're going to establish some rules in this house. And so you mean to tell me at the end of the day, your mom, dad, whoever raised you, go work real hard, break their neck for you, and then at the end of the day, your loyalty not with them, is with the siblings.
I'm sorry,
I
my
can't get. I see. I can't do it like that.
I'm
You know what I'm
always gonna
saying?
ride for my siblings.
And I get
Always.
that.
One
Yeah, I
thousand.
am. But when it comes to my mama, it's just gonna be a whole different thing. It's just gonna be a whole different thing because mama, she paying the bills. She making it happen. She make look, and then if you trying to tell me not to tell her or to renege towards mama for you, then guess what? You're gonna have to be mad at me because I'm not gonna do it.
Like I
I'm not
say,
gonna do it.
this is my opinion. This is what I've always rolled with. Unless they going to jail, they dying from it. That's the only way that I say something. Other than that, I ain't saying not a word.
It was 10 of us. I was number 5. I told it all. 2 of my sisters had a plan to draw me, to drown me
Not drown you,
because
Auntie
hey,
Vaughn.
hey, look, man, I'm with Miss Vaughn on that. That's what I'm saying. I got to tell on you because look, Mama done bought all this stuff in here. She done broke her back to pay these bills, and now y'all want to keep this stuff a secret from her. Why we got to keep stuff secret from Mama? She's not the police. Even though we might get in a little trouble, Mama not the police. And then y'all got to think about this, y'all. Y'all got to really think about this now. For everybody that's in the chat, if y'all got children, right, and y'all children do something, right, they done did something wrong, and you feel like your child need to tell you, how you gonna feel if you find out what your child done and your child didn't come tell you? How you gonna feel about that?
That's a totally different situation, though.
No, because your child might tell a sibling what they done. And they
No.
siblings might know, but you the parent, you may not know.
See, that's the
And
good
then you
thing
find I'm
about
using a
having only
hypothetical
one.
situation. Huh?
That's the good thing about only having one.
Mine better tell me. That's different. I'm just saying. They wanted to take me out and these what is
Mm-mm.
fun? I'm just saying, like, because if your child don't tell me personally, I would feel disrespected to a certain extent. If I found out something that all the kids knew, and none of them came and told me, and then I found it out on my own, and then I got to talking to them about it and realized that they all knew, and none of them had the decency to come and tell me. I'm gonna feel something off of that. I'm
For
gonna feel,
me,
I'm gonna feel some type of way off of that
no.
as a parent.
I would never feel some type of way as a parent because you have siblings, and sometimes your siblings act as older as a parent. You
Mm-mm.
know, no, my sister and my brother have always acted on my mom's behalf when my mom wasn't there. Now, to think that they was gonna give me a whooping or something, that was a mm-mm. Yeah, you try that, and then I'm telling, cause that's a no. Mm-mm, you ain't fit to hit me. But
Yeah,
other than
so
that, like I say, we not snitching.
y'all got to though, because it's really not snitching. It'd be different if you telling it to the police, but when you tell your parents and you being responsible, when you tell your parents like something that the child done, like I mean you checking in. You doing what you're supposed to. That's mama you talking about. That's mama you giving the information to. This ain't the police. This ain't the detective. This ain't the first 48. This mama. This the one who gonna be there for you your whole life when nobody else gonna be there for you.
Hey,
This that one.
Rosemary.
This that one person. This that one person that you can always go to when you can't go to nobody else. And you mean to tell me you can't be loyal? You can't. No, come on now.
Okay, let's think about that movie New Jack City. What did he say? Am I my brother's keeper? Yes,
You
I
really
am.
are.
I,
Yeah,
I
you are.
I'm my
You are your
sister's
brother's keeper.
keeper. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
But just like you said, all right, your sisters and brothers, you weren't gonna let them give you no spanking.
I sure wouldn't.
So how you was gonna be corrected or disciplined if you done something wrong and they knew about it, but your mom didn't know?
We have enough respect for one another that we wouldn't touch one another.
I understand it, but I'm just saying, how would you receive your discipline if your mama don't know you done something wrong? What she normally would have spanked you for, but your sisters and brothers, they can't spank you. They can't
No,
even make a decision to spank you. So you gonna go undisciplined about certain issues because mama not made aware of it.
no, not at all. My sister and my brother, they're older. We're all 4 years apart. It's five of us. We all 4 years apart, and all
Okay.
the girls are exactly 4 years apart as well. But we're all born on the 24th of the month, and we all have a bond that is just so unique. But no, I respect my sister. If my sister was to say something now like, hey, don't do that, I still actually listen to my sister. That's my big
Right.
sis.
Right.
So I understand what you're saying. I love my mom dearly. I do trust and believe. But my mom has always been a strict disciplinarian where
Right.
I guess I kind of have shied away from actually telling my mom things where I would tell my siblings and I would interact with my siblings because I know that it wasn't going nowhere and that I wasn't going to get in trouble as long as they had my back and they knew the situation.
Well,
Where I mess up with telling mama the story, they got me. They going to put some insight into that to make that thing right.
but that's what I'm saying. Like when you leave your mama out of it, that's almost like I ain't gonna say it like stabbing her in the back, but it's kind of like you're not allowing yourself to get the best answer possible for whatever situation it may be that they could tell your mom about. By them not telling your mom about a certain situation, and then y'all kids handling those situations on y'all own, y'all probably did things wrong. Y'all probably said things wrong, but because you kids and y'all all knitted so close to each other, y'all just taking it like, yeah, that sounds like a good idea, bro. That sounds like a good idea, sis. Let's do it like that. When the whole time y'all need your mama's input. Y'all need that strict disciplinary, whatever it is that you might be afraid that you're gonna face if mama find out. You need that. You
I
got
don't
to
think
have that.
so. I don't think
I mean,
so.
yeah, you need
Not
that.
all the time does it require for
I
you
ain't
to
saying
have
all the
a
time,
strict
but you need that
disciplinary.
though.
No. And so I do feel like it's some things that your siblings can handle that you definitely don't have to involve your mom with, or your dad. Because like I say, at the end of the day, my loyalty is still gonna lie with my siblings. I'm grown. And my sister can call me right now and tell me something. And we're gonna have that story together when it comes time to talk to mama and tell mama. I'm sorry, that's just it. It ain't gonna be no
But you
different.
shouldn't leave your mama out though. That's what I feel because that's who your loyalty should be with. She pay the bills. She putting the food on the table. She making it all happen. She the one taking you to the doctor when you sick. She the one coming there putting a coin up under your mattress for the tooth fairy when your tooth is falling out your mouth. Mama doing all that. But at the end of the day, she gonna be the one that be kept in the dark when things happen and when things being said around this house. Mama got to be the one kept in the dark. See, I can't go with that. Me, I used to tell on my sister and brother. They used to tell on me too. Of course, we had our situations where we didn't tell, but for the most part, yeah, we told on each other.
Mm-mm.
We let our mama and get involved and handle those situations because that was her job for her to call those shots and make those decisions. You know what I'm saying? And then a lot of times, yeah, me and my sister and brother, we argue and fuss because we was mad that one of us told on the other one and stuff like that. Why you tell mom? We be mad about it or whatever. But at the end of the day, now that we grown and look back at it, we kind of glad that we did because everything that she said, whether regardless of how she handled the situation, we know she was dead on. She was right on with the situation.
No,
We
I'm
know she
sorry.
was, yeah. And other than what we can say to each other, Mama always knows best.
I'm gonna say
Mom,
like this. I think when I was younger, my loyalty was more towards my mother because I was a
mm,
mama's girl. And
right,
so, yeah, I would talk to my mom and I would tell my mom a lot of things. But as I got older and I started to progress into maturity and everything like that, then my loyalty started to lie with my siblings. You know,
right,
we don't ride or die for one another. But
right.
yeah, I would snitch. I'm gonna tell when I was younger, like I say, and then I grew out of that because I think one time I never forget my brother made me walk through a sticker field. You remember them little kinky bug stickers they used to get on you?
Oh yeah.
He made me walk through that field because I told
Ooh,
on him.
ooh.
So that was payback. I think after that it was one of those I done learned my lesson. I'm done. I never do it again.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like me and my sister and brothers, we stuck together real close too. But like I said, a lot of times we would involve our mom in a lot of stuff, so she would have a lot of say so about what was going on. Like because I guess it's back to like go back to like how each household is raised. You know what I mean? How everybody established the foundation in their household. And our mom, my mama, she pretty much had me and my brother and sister. I don't know if they felt it, but I was almost scared to lie to my mom, even though I lied to her a lot of times. But I would be pooping in my pants trying to lie to my mom because that's how much fear she had installed in me. Like so I'll be sitting there trying to lie and be scared that I'm lying and be nervous and lips trembling and thinking that she know I'm lying while I'm lying. I'm gonna make it worse. So it was just too much to be trying to lie to her about something or not tell her the truth about something that she asked me because it was gonna be terrible once she found out that your boy lying to her. It was gonna be bad.
Nah,
She
I
gonna
think
she
it's
gonna
one of those situations where what's done in the dark will present itself to the light when it comes to your parents. If you doing something that's extremely wrong, yeah, it's gonna come to the light. Now, this generation nowadays, I think they're a little bit different because my nephew be snitching on me all the time. I be trying to have their backs in situation, they be snitching. I'm like, man, hold up, what y'all doing? Like
right.
one time my nephew went and got a tattoo. Now I knew he got a tattoo because I gave him some money for it. Here
Oh
he
my
go.
goodness.
He gonna tell my sister and her and his dad. Well, Lita already knew. She knew when I got it. She gave me the money. Like you snitching on me, bruh. We don't do that.
What?
Yeah, he told on me. He
See?
told on me. I was like, oh no, see, I can't help you. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
And think about something like this. What if okay, say for instance, like, okay, say pretend you got a son, right? Your son, we're gonna say your son by 11, 12 years old. We're gonna put everybody in this situation. Everybody in the chat room, y'all got a son that's 11 or 12 years old, right? And your son going to school and he getting bullied. He getting bullied. He don't know how to handle this situation with this bullying. He tired of it, and he go talk to his siblings. And you know, when you got brothers and sisters, they gonna be like, "Well, who picking on you, bro? I'll go beat them up." But they go to different schools, you know, and they young because the siblings they only what 12, 13 years old. They a couple years of age older, whatever. But so they at different schools, whatever. But how you gonna feel about this, knowing that your child got bullied and he told the siblings? The siblings know, and the siblings ain't told mama. The siblings ain't saying nothing. All they
Okay.
did was tell him that you need to fight back.
Mm-mm. I can tell you exactly how I feel. I was in a situation like that. I was
Okay.
probably in the 5th grade. I never forget. I told my brother, I was like, man, this boy keep messing with me, and I don't like that he messing with me. So I didn't think nothing of it. The next day, my brother had went to the school. Still, I didn't know that he had went to the school. My brother had left, and the next day that I went to school, this boy walked up to me and he said, hey, your brother came up here looking for someone who was messing with you. He said that if he found him, he was going to beat him up. And I looked at him and I said, oh, he was talking about you. But like say, my brother never did tell my mama. He handled the situation. Dude never messed with me after that. It was a one and done type situation. He just needed to see that I had someone on my side that was backing me, and my brother was gonna stand up for me no matter what. That's how we
Yeah,
ride for each other.
yeah, and at the same time, that could have went bad too, though.
It could have,
That could
but
that could have been bad because that dude that you were going to school with, he could have been like, okay, since your brother beat me up, wait till I see you, and he could have did something worse to you. It
trust
just
that.
so happened he got scared, you know what I'm saying? And your brother put that fear in him, but that could have went bad. So still, I feel like if your mama would have got involved and went to that school and then got it with that boy's parents and let them talk it out, without even the brothers getting involved, none of that, it probably would have still had a good outcome too.
No,
Once them teachers and
no.
parents get involved,
I can tell you right now, if I told my mama somebody was trying to bully me and I was a child, my mama gonna go up there and try to fight every child and whoop every child that's there. Who bullying my child? You
oh
remember
yeah,
back in the days they used to have
yeah,
them wooden paddles.
yeah,
You could
for
get a
real,
whooping. Mm-mm.
yeah,
Who want it?
for real.
Yeah, so
Cause back in them
no,
days, the mamas didn't play about them kids back in them days.
not at all. They come up there with their
Because they feel
rollers.
like I send my child to school to learn their lesson. My kids don't bother nobody. They mind their business, and they're not gonna be coming to school and getting picked on and messed with and bullied and none of that. That's not gonna be happening.
Okay.
Yeah,
Look.
they weren't gonna play.
Man, and they will roll up there in a heartbeat with the hairnet on, and they have them rollers in their head and that duster. Stop playing and them
Yep,
house shoes. Yeah, they didn't
yep,
care. They gonna get out the car and everything. Now point them out to me. Who did what? Where they at?
yeah.
Yeah, no, I would
I'm
never
telling
tell
you.
my mama. You
And then my
absolutely
mama,
wrong.
there was no way I was gonna be able to go home and tell her I got bullied because she's gonna be like, "But who got bullied? What? Nuh-uh. Come on, you fit to go fight him right now."
Yeah, see, my
Yeah,
mama was
she's
one of
gonna be
those
doing all
people.
that.
Oh man, my mom was one of those people who she'd be like, "Oh, as long as they don't touch you, you good. But the moment that they touch you, you better whoop them. If not, you getting a whooping when you get home. You understand me?"
Right. Kyron said sometimes parents didn't listen to their kids and didn't want to hear what the kids have to say, and the kids don't know who to turn to, so they tell their brothers or sisters. That's a good point right there. Sometimes some things I feel like if it's on a certain level, then you keep that you have that closeness with your siblings because y'all know how it is, man. When you've been in that bedroom at night with your siblings and it's time for y'all to go to school, but y'all kind of staying up a little bit and your mama done told y'all to go to sleep, y'all in there whispering or whatever, y'all be sharing y'all little secrets and having y'all talks and building that closeness with your siblings. So that's a good point that Kyra made. Like, hey, life of Yolanda.
Hey, Yolanda.
Hey,
Hey,
what's up,
Glenn.
Glenn? The real deal.
Now, I'm
So
sure Yolanda have my back on this. Yolanda, who your loyalty with? Is your kids' loyalty supposed to be with you or with themselves?
they
I
should be
want to
with
see
the
what
parents.
Yolanda gonna say because Yolanda close with her girls.
They got to be with the parent. I think that the kids' loyalty should be with the parent
That's what you think, but we don't pay
because
you to think.
that's what I think. Because look, the parent is the one who has all the knowledge. The
Okay,
parent is the one that got
y-
all the answers.
not all the time, especially not nowadays, because nowadays you got kids raising kids.
Well, yeah, well, of course, yeah, well,
Yeah,
duh. Well,
yeah,
that's a whole
you ain't
different.
got nothing to say now.
I'm talking about people like. as far as like in our generational time, in our generational area, like
Now
that.
I don't
Because
know about our generational era because I'm a lot younger than you.
no, you're not that much younger than me.
Yes, I am. You
Nigga,
hater.
you 48. Quit playing.
Oh no, I'm
I'm
not. No,
51.
he
Yes,
didn't.
you is.
Oh,
Well,
he
how old is
tried
you
it,
then?
y'all.
Well,
I
how
am
old is
not
you then?
48.
You is
Oh,
40. Well, how old are you then?
I, what I tell
Exactly.
you about that?
40,
You
you're
don't never
48.
ask a woman her age. Quit
But
playing with
I
me.
already know your age. You my sister. You 48. So now
I am
everybody know
not
your
no
age.
48. I
No,
will
I'm 48. Stop it.
okay. Y'all, if he don't stop playing and telling people I'm 48, I will have to bust him up. I am not
No, come
48.
on now.
Oh,
Come on
okay.
now. You 48. You
All
48
right.
years old.
All right. Let me call
Look,
my mama on the phone.
no, don't do that.
Oh, okay. Then you better tell them the correct age and stop playing with me.
Okay, she
Talking about I'm
47, y'all. My
48.
bad. She 47, y'all. My bad.
Oh, I hate him.
My
Y'all, just
y'all.
because he up there in his 50s does not mean that I'm 48. Not at all. Thank you, Crystal. But I'm nowhere near 50. He 51. Yeah. Oh, did I say that out loud? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to
It's
tell
okay.
your age. Oh, there he go. See, he's such a
Chicken
hater.
head.
He always be hating.
Chicken head. Every week, y'all. Chicken head. I have to deal with chicken heads every day, y'all. Come on now. Everybody say chicken head in the chat.
Don't say
Chicken
that.
head. Chicken head.
Don't say that.
Forever.
Y'all don't say that.
Chicken head. He's scallywag. Ain't got no hair in the back. Jailed up. Weed up. Your head is messed up. But anyway, y'all.
You see, he the only one laughing, right? You see, he the only one laughing.
Man, look at her.
Who got a bald head though, huh?
I know I got a bald head, but wait till I get my. What's up, baby? How you doing? So
Jack
what y'all
think,
man?
Hey.
She said y'all ain't even reading my messages. Hello, I'm yelling at y'all. How you doing, life of Yolanda?
Oh, I didn't see. Where's this yell at?
I'm trying to see. She said I can't stay long.
Oh, I seen that you had to do a video.
That's cool. That's cool. Man, y'all go subscribe to Life of Yolanda, man, YouTube channel, man. Y'all show us some support, man. Tell the Gangsta Mode and Leader sent y'all over that way, man.
That's right. That's my girl. You gotta go subscribe to her. Support.
Crystal said, "Hey, baby."
Hey.
But y'all, my personal belief is for the kids to be loyal to the parents, and then the siblings second of all. Now in the streets it's different because when kids young and coming up together, if one fight, all need to fight. I be on that with my boys. Like somebody picking on y'all, whatever. No, y'all. That's how y'all need to get down. But when it come to talking to me and telling me stuff, don't be keeping no secrets. No, sir.
Okay.
Don't hide nothing from me.
No.
Put me in on everything. Let me be a part of the decision-making process and helping y'all figuring out what's going on in this life, man. Before y'all thinking that y'all know everything and then be giving each other the wrong information and the wrong answers.
Okay, but yet and still you gonna listen to someone in the streets who could give you the same wrong information instead of listening to your sibling?
No, I'm saying the siblings should be listening to the parent.
Okay, but you said no. Hold on, sir. Hold on, sir. You're gonna need to listen for a minute. You just said that when you in the streets is different. You listen to the people.
No, but you misunderstood my point when I said I'm talking about like if the kids in the street and somebody picking with one, they all need to come together and defend each other. If one fight, all fight. But inside the house, the loyalty is with the parent. That's the point I was trying to make. I wasn't saying when you're in the street, y'all have loyalty amongst each other and forget the parents. That's not the point I was making. I'm saying if there's a situation and they got to address it together, then they need to all stick together and be on that same level with each other. But in that house, when you up under daddy's roof, mama's roof, then you come and check in and give me that message that you need to talk to me about and let me help you figure it out.
I'm sorry. I had to play that for a minute because Buddha, he ain't making no sense to me right now. So I had to play Nam Yo Ho Renge Ho.
I found out stuff after my children got grown. They have a tight bond They was like, we grown now, mama, so we can tell you. See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
Exactly, Auntie
saying.
Vaughn. That's how me and my sisters them are. We'll
That don't
tell
make it
you
right.
now because you
That
can't
don't
do
make it
nothing to us.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You should have told it back then so y'all could have got the right understanding about whatever it is that y'all keeping secrets about.
No, not at all. Why would I tell? Why would I tell? For what?
Because when you tell it's not actually like telling. You go into the place, the source of where you can get the most best advice, whether you like it or not. You go into the place where you can get the best information.
Okay, okay, stop. Let's stop right there. Cause as a child, you not thinking about where you getting the best advice from. You looking for somebody to be on your side and on your team who's gonna
That's
listen
the
to you
problem
at
right
that
there.
particular
That's what
point
I'm
in
saying
time.
right there.
Okay,
That
so
is the
it's
exact
not a
problem.
matter of loyalty at that particular point in time. As a child, the only thing you looking for is for someone to actually be on your side, on your team, and to listen to you. You ain't trying to run to mama because you know mama. Whenever you talk to mama, it's gonna come with a lecture, it's gonna come with a story, and you don't want to hear that. So
Yeah,
you
but it's
rather
gonna be
go
what
to
you
your
need to hear
siblings
at the
because
end of
they
it's
just
gonna be
gonna
what
put
you
it
need
out
to
there
hear at the
point
end of
blank
the day.
as it is. See, that's what the problem is. What you say?
It's gonna like that's what you need to hear at the end of the day though. Like you
Okay,
need
what
that
you
your
need
mama
to
got to
hear
say.
and what you want to hear as a child is two different things. Maybe now that you older, you might want
Okay.
to hear something that your mama say, but as a child, you're not gonna be sitting there telling your parents stuff because you know it's gonna come with a lecture. And the
Me and
first
my
thing they
sister,
gonna say, well, back
me
in
and my
my
sister, I
day,
wish she
when
was in
this
here
was
right
going
now.
on in my day, then this is how this happened in my day, and then this, that, and the third. Ain't nobody got time for that. They just want some
Okay.
simple advice and they gonna keep it moving.
Okay, so me and my sister, we chopping it up, right? We about what, 9, 10 years old. So I'm a couple of years older than my sister, so I guess she about 8 years old. So we having a conversation as kids, right? This true story. Me and my sister, we having a conversation about kids, and I'm telling her like, I don't want to ask my mama for no money because my mama been struggling with these bills. Our lights been getting cut off. We've been having to go get water from other people's houses. It was real bad, y'all. And so I'm telling my sister, you're gonna be pretty for school because I want to go to the store and I want to steal you some barrettes for your hair. And my sister was like, you're gonna get in trouble. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm not gonna get in trouble. They're not gonna kiss me. I'm like, come on, you can go with me. And and I can put some stuff in your pockets too, basically, what I'm telling my sister. So we ended up going to the store. We ended up going to the store. I ended up getting caught stealing some barrettes with my little sister now. Now she didn't get caught stealing them because she didn't take nothing. I didn't put nothing in her pocket. I just stuffed my pocket with stuff you put in the little girl's hair so I could uh make my sister look pretty for school or whatever. Because we was poor, y'all. We didn't really have much. So I stole all that stuff, man, and put it in my pocket. And when I was walking out the door, they stopped me. They grabbed me, called the police, sent me to the thing. Now you mean to tell me if me and my sister had been talking to my mama, we would have still agreed to go to this store to steal?
Well,
That's the
first
point I'm
off,
making.
if
When
I
you
was in the
siblings, y'all
store,
gonna just be agreeing with stuff that you shouldn't be doing. All because,
no,
like you said, you just want somebody to agree with you when you know that you need your mama input. You need your mama
don't be
guidance.
twisting
You
my
need your
words,
mama.
bruh. Don't be twisting my
That's what I'm
words
saying.
because in the very beginning, what did I tell you? In the very beginning, the only time that I would ever say anything to my mom would be one, if it was something that was gonna get somebody killed, and two, that would put them in jail. Other than that, my lips is shut. I ain't saying absolutely nada. You will not get it out of me. Now, with you in that situation, I'm sure that the owner probably thought you was a tambourine player. Shake your tambourine and pick yourself up. Shake your tambourine and pick yourself up. Hey,
Nah, no, I'm just saying though, like when you talking with your siblings, it's not gonna be the same as when you talking to mama. That's the point I'm trying to make. Like the siblings, like you said, they gonna ride with what you saying, and then they gonna be telling you like, okay, and if mama was to find out, and we ain't gonna say this. We'll just say it this way. Y'all gonna do all that right there. But at the same time, y'all need to have mama involved in everything that y'all doing because I'm telling you, that's where all the wisdom is gonna be at. That's where all the understanding about things gonna come from. When mama starts sitting you down and chopping it up with you, it's not gonna be the same as when it come from a sibling. It's okay. It's cool to have your siblings know that they got your back. But at the same time, you want somebody that's gonna give you the real, the way mama gonna give it. Like how my mama told me, you make your bed hard, you lay in it. My sisters and brothers always told me, you might can get away with it.
Y'all, I
They
hear
didn't
what
tell
he's
me, they didn't
saying.
tell me like my mama gave it to me.
No,
You
I'm
might
gonna
can get
tell you
away
like
with it.
this. Like I said, no, absolutely not, sir. Like I said, I feel like this. As you get older, I think you can rely upon your parents' knowledge. As a child, you're not looking for that knowledge. You're not looking for that wisdom at that particular point in time. You young and dumb. You're not looking for wisdom. You
Well,
looking
I
for a
understand that.
yes man at that particular point in time. You just want someone to be on your team. So stop it. Stop acting
No,
like
but you
you
missing the
wasn't
point though. But
wise
if
when you
you
was
raise your
young, sir.
kids like that, but if you raise your kids like that, that's what I'm trying to show you. If you raise your kids to where they just depending on their siblings, not to pay the bills and stuff like that, but they just going to their siblings always for whatever it is they want to talk about and not coming to their parent, then you're doing them a disjustice because those siblings cannot give them what the right answer that they need to know for whatever situation. Of course, they can tell them, well, look both ways before you cross the street. But some things on a certain level, they need to be getting it from mama because the siblings ain't the right
No,
place to
sir.
go for that information.
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
No, sir. Now, I do feel like this. I feel like as a child, you learn lessons and you listen to your parents and the lessons that they've taught you. And those lessons actually stick with you because,
Right.
you know, you always say in one ear and out the other ear. But in actuality, you listen to the wisdom that they provide you at that particular point in time. But it's not something that you want to act upon because you're a child. Now, as you get
Right.
older, your maturity level is totally different. And then you may actually listen to what your parents actually have to say. But right at this particular point in time, and you a child, absolutely not. Your child is not trying to hear anything you got to say. Y'all, the request line is open. If y'all got a comment and y'all want to make a request in regards to who's right and who's wrong, please,
I'm
by
right.
all means, use that
I'm
number.
right. I already
No,
know
you
I'm
are
right.
not right. You
I am
always
right.
think you right. Just
I'm right.
because you older, a lot older than I
I'm
am,
right.
doesn't make you right.
I'm
You
right.
know, no, you're not. No, you're
Because
not.
the children need to listen to the parents.
I didn't say
That's what
they
I need.
shouldn't listen to the parents. I never
That's what
said
I'm
that.
saying.
I
No,
didn't
I know
never
you didn't
say
say
that.
that, but I'm saying, but when they got that thing with the siblings, where they talking to the siblings all the time about stuff they're not talking to their parents, they would do better by talking to the parents. You can't tell me that your sibling, when you 10, 11 years old, they going to give you some information that was way more knowledgeable than what your mama could give them. And she 30, 40 years of age.
I didn't see. That's what you're missing. Can you get a Q-tip to clean your ears out? Because
Mm-mm.
I said that as a child, you don't want to hear any type of wisdom because
But
you
you
know it's
teach
gonna
your
come with a
kids to want
lecture.
that. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You teach your kids to want that. That's the whole thing
Who
that I've been
want to
trying to get
hear a
across.
lecture?
You
I'm
teach, you
sorry.
teach.
Put a
Guess what?
one in the chat if you
They'll,
want to hear a lecture from
they
your
won't look at
parents.
it. They won't
Please
look at
put
it
a
as a
one in the chat
lecture.
if you want to hear a
If
lecture from your parents.
if they used to you talking to them and putting them up on certain situations and gaming them up and making them more wiser, they don't see it as a lecture. See, that
Okay.
whole concept right there is a misconception. To think that the kid ain't gonna like the way mama gonna get because mama gonna be yelling and fussing and cussing and hollering and just on your back. It ain't gonna even be like that.
Okay,
That's
my
just a
mom
whole
never.
misconception.
Nope. My mama never yelled, cussed, or anything like that. Now,
And
what
mine
my mama
did.
would do is my mama's old school. She gonna tell you, well, this happened when I was younger. This, that, and the third, and this is how I dealt with the situation. And yeah, you might want to listen and you might want to do this. But in my mind, at that time, when I was a child, my thoughts were simply this. Okay, that happened to you. Who's to say that's gonna happen to me? That was back then. Baby, I done perfected the game. I know how to do this a lot better than you do.
Yeah, but still, like
Yeah, but still
I
what?
just feel like if you got kids, you'd rather them come talk to you about something than they talk to their siblings. I think everybody in the chat room agree with that. If they're a parent, they would prefer their kids, no matter how small, how big it is, they'd rather their children to come talk to them about it than talk to their siblings.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you, for me, my child, I have open communication with my child. And
I
like
understand
Brandy
that.
said, you do have parents that are on drugs and they not raising their kids. So, they can't provide too much insight.
Now I understand it. Now, if you got a family where or you got a home where the parents on drugs and stuff like that, of course, like the kids gonna pretty much try to do whatever they gotta do to survive because the families, the mother or the father's on drugs and they can't be heard or whatever. They might be getting left at home alone or whatever. But I'm talking about this scenario that I'm saying that we got a functional family with a mother who's working. She's not on drugs. She's there to listen to her children, and she's always made them comfortable where they could talk to her and stuff like that. That's the scenario that we're in. Why
Okay.
wouldn't you go talk to your mother, even if you do got siblings? Why wouldn't you go talk to your mother when she's the one that's paying the bills? When she's
Okay,
the one
stop.
that's putting the
Time
roof
out.
over their head?
Time out. Time out. Let me give you this. Okay. So when your mama left to go to work and everything, she placed somebody in charge, wrong or right?
Sometimes no.
Come on now.
Sometimes I was in charge. Sometimes my brother was in charge, and sometimes we would just be there. Like it wouldn't even be
Okay, but
nobody.
somebody was in charge normally. So that's what I'm telling you. If she placed somebody in charge, then that person is the acting, I don't know what you want to call it, guardian of
Overseer.
the.
Right, I get it. I get what you mean.
And so at that particular point in time, that's who you gonna go to with your problem.
I understand that. I'm
Okay,
with you.
so that's the
I'm with you on
sibling.
that. But what I'm saying is this right here. Now, say for instance, okay, now let's stay right there where you at. That one person that's the overseer. Then when Mama come home, guess what she gonna be? Guess what she gonna be doing? She gonna go to that person and ask, "Is there anything you need to tell me?" They gonna need to check in and say for instance, some things that took place that Mama didn't agree with, and that person don't tell Mom. That
Well,
person
why
keep
would
it.
you tell Mom at that
Because
point in
that's
time?
why you the overseer.
No.
See, that's you defeating the purpose. That's why you saying there's an overseer because that's what their job is to report to Mama. Like I told brother to clean up, and he didn't clean up his room, and his room is still a mess in there. And I don't want you to tell me, Mama, that I didn't tell him to clean it up because I don't want it to be back on me. But his room messy, and I did tell him. I did tell him.
You absolutely wrong. Absolutely
No,
wrong.
no, that's how it's
No,
supposed to go.
because I'm telling
That's
you
how it's
now,
supposed to
you don't
go.
have to say a lot of things. Their actions will show, point blank, period. If that sibling didn't clean up their room, their mom and dad already know that child's mannerisms and how they act, and that they just didn't listen. That they did what they wanted to do. So don't try
But
that.
no, it's like this
No,
though. But
sir.
they gonna still the mom gonna be like, look, did you tell your brother to clean his room? Even though she might know he lazy or whatever, did you do what I asked you to do? So
And they
you can't
still
leave
can
that
tell
out.
him,
So,
and they
so that's
still
what I'm
could
saying. So he
possibly
gonna
not
have to say,
listen.
yes, I told him, or no, I didn't tell him. He gonna have to say one of the two. Because I've been in that situation. He gonna have to answer to Mom. If he the overseer when she leave, it ain't gonna be just no overseer. And then when she come in the house, there ain't nothing for him to say. He ain't got to check in with nothing. He just be quiet. Mama not gonna ask him nothing. He just was the overseer because she wasn't there. No, it don't work like that.
You
She
don't
gonna
have
make
to
sure. She
tell
gonna
your
make sure. She
parents
gonna make sure
every
that every
single
rule.
thing.
She gonna make sure that every rule that she established before she left, that it was carried out while she was gone. And she gonna go to the one that's the leader, whoever the overseer was. She gonna go to him and ask him certain questions. That's how they go.
Thank you,
That's
Auntie
that's how
Ron.
that's
You
how they
see,
go.
Auntie Ron say, in my household growing up, older took charge in the absence of my
Yeah,
parents.
that's what we're saying. I agree with that.
Okay, but
But they
at the
still
same
had to
point in
check
time,
in
you
when the
don't have to
parents
tell
came
your
back.
parents everything that transpired. Some things you can handle without the parents.
Okay, say for instance, if hey Rosalind, how you doing? Hey Rosemary. But say for instance, the kid did something, but their mama normally would have spanked them for, right? The kid did something that the mama normally would have spanked them for, and then the mama come home and say, "How did everything go? Everything went fine." Everything went fine, and the child don't say nothing to the mama. Don't give them no copy report. Just keep it all a secret. That's my thing. That's what I'm trying to show you. How can you have so much loyalty, like you saying, with the siblings, where y'all can be so secretive and share everything, but this person that pay the bills, that put the food in your stomach, that's gonna go through hell and back for you, you're gonna be not say nothing to that person. Like you're gonna leave them out in the dark when it comes to like that's the part that I have a hard time digesting because it's this one person that's gonna go harder for you than anybody in the world, and that same person gonna be the one that you're not gonna have the loyalty with. See, that's
You
the
don't
part.
know that in all families and all situations.
Yeah, I ain't
Sometimes
putting
the
that in all.
siblings can go harder than the parents.
I'm just generally speaking though. I'm
Oh,
just generally speaking because I know all families ain't the same, and you do have some rotten parents and you have some rotten children. But generally speaking, we talking about in the context of what we talking about is a mother who's open to her children. She's there for them. She's been there for them. We talking along those lines. So for along those lines, how could this one person who will do anything for you, break their back for you, be left out? How could that one? That's what I'm saying. So that's even the way I would look at my friends. Like if my friends, I feel like if my friends knew something that they think I should know and don't tell me, I would look at them the same way. The same way it is with my mom. If I feel like it's something that I should tell her because of who she is, I'm gonna tell her. Regardless of what somebody feel about it, she's done so much and went so far hard for me that she earned that from me regardless of anything else, regardless of how much I love my brother and sister, mama done earned the place in my heart to where my loyalty for her gonna succeed anything anybody else talking about. Regardless of who we are, how close we are, what we did together, how good it felt, she still gonna have that number one spot.
okay, let's
Regardless of
be
anything.
realistic though. You're not being realistic. At
That
the
is
age of
realistic.
11 and 10 years old, you're
Shoot,
not gonna
I'm
be
being look.
sitting there thinking about, oh, my loyalty lies with my mama. Let me tell my mama what this, that, and the
You
third
know what?
happened.
You'll be
You're not
surprised.
gonna be thinking like that.
You'll be surprised what 10, 11-year-olds be thinking. Think about this right here. Think about a couple that's married, a mother and father that's married, and they got children. They got boys and little boys, little girls coming up, right? And say for instance, the father he's cheating on the mother. This is a hypothetical situation. The father is cheating on the mother, and the son he knows it. The son know daddy cheating on mama. Because every time daddy leave, he want to take the little son with him so the mama won't think that he out doing nothing with the son. But the whole time, the son know who daddy cheating with. But now he in a situation as a kid to like, man, this wrong with daddy doing, but I can't tell on daddy. I can't tell him that because he in a rock and a hard spot for this kid to know that his daddy cheating, and he want to tell his mama, but his daddy got him feeling like he the favorite child and he don't want to renege and and go against it. So that child gonna be in a situation feeling like, man, what to do right now? Boy, you better tell your mama what your daddy doing. That's what you do.
Okay,
Because if
but
your mama and
that
your daddy
situation
separate,
right there is an extremely tough situation.
yeah, I know. I'm
Again,
just saying it's a extremely tough situation, but I'm just saying, like, if I was a kid and if I witnessed some of that, I'm going to tell my mama. I'm gonna tell her.
can somebody else call in and tell us your opinion? Because right now I feel like he need a Q-tip because he ain't
No,
hearing
I'm telling you
absolutely
what's
nothing
real. I'm
that I
speaking of
gotta
real. I think
say. And
the loyalty is with your mom. Now,
Kyron's, did you read Kyron's?
sometimes parents don't really take care and responsibility for their kids. Mainly, it's the father who doesn't been in his kid's life at all. That's true. That's why I said, like, most of the time we all raised by our mama, and we raised up in a home with no father. So once again, that just proving my point that the loyalty should be with the mother. After she done did all this by herself, at the end of the day, she come home to some kids who gonna keep it real with each other, but not with her. I'm not gonna get that.
It's not that you're not keeping it real with your mother. It's
It
simply the
is.
fact, no, it's not. You don't have to say everything. Some things are unspoken and already known.
But the thing about it is this though. You said that you'll share it with your siblings. So if you're sharing it with your siblings and not with your mama, it's the same thing. It got to be looked at like I can tell it to my siblings, but I can't tell it to mama. So it got to be looked at like, okay, we is keeping mama in the dark. Even though she the one that's
No,
putting the
sir.
bills, she the one that it's the same thing.
No, sir. No, sir. Daniela said, "Our mother placed my brother in charge, and that was the thing became the point of the bond. It became their point of their bond. Do you get that?
Yeah, I understand that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. My bigger brother was over us too. But at the same time, even though it was me, him, and my sister there in the house, my loyalty was still with my mama. Even as him being an overseer, if say for instance, okay, my mama told him, okay, when you watch these kids, it better not be nobody running in and out this house, and whoop, 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 y'all better have the dishes clean and all that. Y'all better not be jumping on the beds and jumping on my sofa, just whatever the rules may be. And say for instance, my brother invited some homeboys over there. My brother invited some homeboys over there after mama said you ain't supposed to have company, right? And then she come in from work and she asked my brother, did you do everything I told you to do while I was at work or whatever? And he said, yes, ma'am. Whoop, 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 whoop. And then she pull up on me. Did your brother do everything I told him to do? This and that, this and that, this and that. I'm like, well, he had his friends over here. He had his friends over here, mama. That's what it's gonna be. He had his friends over here, mama. Because why would I lie to my mama? Huh?
No, I was praying because I have to deal with you, so I had to play my Num Yo Ho Renge Ho.
Yeah, I see. But I'm just saying. Because think about it. Think about the point I'm trying to make, y'all. Y'all think about this right here. If you lie to your mama, right? If you lie to your mama or you hold some information from your mama for your sibling, right? To me, I look at that like,
oh, thank you, Brandy. Brandy brings up a good point. So, gangster, you would tell your mom everything you did, huh?
No, not what me and my friends talk about. I'm talking about like as far as her rules. You know, we're gonna talk about all type of stuff.
Oh, okay. All right,
but
y'all.
I'm just gonna tell her every little single thing like that. But what I'm saying is this: like the rules that she laid down. If you go against that, and she asks me, I'm telling her. But my mom not coming in and saying, "Hey, tell me everything you and your friends talked about. I need to know all y'all conversations." She wasn't on that. But if my mama said people not allowed to be in this house while she was gone, and you brought somebody up in here, I'm gonna tell her that.
Okay, y'all.
I think she got a right to know
that. No, if y'all listen to the side piece video, you know that gangster was out there, right? So
yes, I was.
Wait. Let me finish. Okay, so if y'all been around for a while, you know that he was getting down and dirty at 12. So you wanted your parents to know that you was hunching at 12. If they wouldn't have walked in on you in the room, you wanted them to know that you was getting your hunch on?
No.
Oh, okay.
But if she caught me, what could I say though? But if she caught me, what could I say?
Okay, but you wasn't gonna tell her. So exactly, that's my point. You're not gonna tell your parents everything.
But if she'd have asked me, I would have told her.
You wouldn't have. You would not have said that.
Yes, I would.
Oh no, you wouldn't have.
Yes, I would.
You gonna tell your mama that you was wing-dinging somebody? That you was putting it in somebody?
I just told you. No, hold up. I just told you about 5 minutes ago. If you remember, I said my mama had me to where I was scared to lie to her. Now I can't speak for everybody else's mama, but me, it was hard.
Yes, and he was 12.
My mama, it was hard for me to lie to my mama because it's like she could tell when I was lying, and then it would be double the trouble for even trying that lie.
But that's what I'm telling you. That's what you're missing. A real mother who knows their child, they know their mannerisms. So they know when their child is lying and when their child is telling them the truth. And if you have a real bond with your child, then you're going to have open communication and you'll be able to have them come and tell you anything and everything. It doesn't matter how big or how small. But sometimes it relies with the siblings because, like you say, mama is at work. So who do you have to rely on? Your siblings.
Yeah,
that's what I'm telling you.
Yeah, I understand that, but see, you missing the point too, though.
Oh Lord,
see, you got an opportunity where you talk to your siblings, but at the end of the day, you still should leave the decision making process up to mama. Even the sibling that's in charge, he still needs to check in with mama to make sure that if he told one of those siblings to do something, that he gave him the right information.
Read Miss Bryson's comment. Please read that comment.
It said, gangster, when I tried to talk to my parents about important information, they both told me that my opinion doesn't matter. So I chose not to talk to them about everything. Just listen to Will's song. Just listen to Will's song. Okay, I understand, but our parents not like that. So I understand how if you try to talk to your parents and they kind of close minded and narrow minded about certain situations, it do make it hard for you to talk to them. But I'm saying, but still, once again, guys, I'm talking about you got parents that listen to you. You ain't got no reason to not want to talk to them about whatever it may be to talk about. They open with you. They gonna sit there and go through it with you. So in a situation like that, why would you be somebody that still wouldn't talk to your mama? If you got a mama that listens, she's not gonna scold you. You can talk. You can tell her everything. Why wouldn't you tell her all just because you got a sister and brother to talk to? Where's the loyalty at with mama? Who done broke her back for you? Where like I'm not seeing no loyalty towards mama and nothing because she ain't did nothing for you not to be able to talk to her. She ain't did nothing for you to be afraid to talk to her. Even though you got your siblings that you could talk to, why not mama though?
But
What
you
makes her
act
like
like
that?
it's a disloyalty because of the fact that they went
It
to
is. It is
their
because
sibling.
that's where
No,
you can get the
it's
most
not.
valuable, you can get the
It's
most
still
valuable
somebody
information.
within the family who they can
Okay,
ask
okay.
for
Let's
advice.
do it like this right here. Look at everybody in the chat that's a parent. Everybody that's in this chat right now that's a parent. Tell me right now, do y'all actually think that your child, whether they want it or not, regardless, do you think your child is better off talking to their sisters and brothers about situations or better off talking to you as an adult? Y'all come in the chat room right now and let me know who y'all think is gonna be better off, y'all kids gonna be better off talking to, their siblings or their parents.
Okay,
Yeah,
you
for
putting a
all
spin
y'all that's
on
in
it.
the chat,
You
y'all tell
putting
me
a
what
spin
y'all
on it.
think.
No, sir. No, sir. You
No,
putting a spin on it. You putting a
no,
spin on
that's
it.
the way I've been saying it the whole
No,
time.
no. You putting a spin on it. That's what I keep telling you.
No,
You
I
keep
didn't put no
saying,
spin on it.
okay, at the end of the day, you've already said that if mom's at work,
Right,
right? So
right.
you gonna have nobody to talk to other than your sibling.
I
That's who
get
you
that.
gonna
I'm
interact
with that
with.
on that
You
part.
gonna talk to. You gonna tell your problem to, and you gonna look for them to give you insight.
Okay, that's true. I agree with all that. I'm with you on all that. I'm with you on all that. But then you got to know when to cross this line though. When mama come in and it's time for you to get that report, is you gonna lie to mama or you gonna be honest to mama?
It's not lying.
No, I'm
It's
saying,
not
but
lying
no,
when
no,
you don't tell her.
kids do lie to parents.
I didn't say they didn't. Oh, I know a
Okay,
lot of
okay. Well,
kids that lie.
let me put you in the situation. Okay, mama told you to watch these kids while she at work. So you got you and your siblings though. We're gonna go over this slowly but surely. Now, one of your siblings didn't do what mama told them to do. Now your mama asking you, did you tell your sister I said to do this to wash them dishes? Did you tell her? Because somebody's fits to be in trouble for this. You either finna tell mama the truth or you finna lie to her. These the only two choices you have. So she asking you about your sibling. Are you gonna lie and cover for them, and you gonna take the blow, or you gonna just be honest, or you gonna be honest with your mama? See, that's what I'm trying. That's the point I'm trying to show you. Why is mama can't get honesty, and she the one that's really breaking her back to make everything go right in this house? So I understand that. Okay, my siblings here with me, mama gone, and mama working and all that, and we got to be on a certain thing with each other. I get that. I'm with that. But when mama pull up and check in, everybody need to be real with mama. When she come asking questions and investigating and doing her investigation, shouldn't be no lies coming to mama. She needs to get the
Kyron
truth.
says sometimes kids have been scared and afraid to tell their parents what's going on in their lives, and
That's
the kids
true.
keep it to themselves.
That's true. Yep, that's true. I agree with that. But I'm just saying, in that situation that I'm just giving you, would you tell your mom the truth or would you lie to her?
Okay,
Because
in that situation, like I say, I would explain to my mom, yeah, I did tell them. Now they chose not to do it. But that's a different situation from bullying and getting your bang
right,
on and stuff like that.
right.
This is something that your mom gave you a direct order to make sure that transpired or that you delivered that message. Now you delivered that message. All you doing is showing her that you comply with the rules that she put forth by saying, hey, I did tell them to do that, but they didn't do it.
That's the
Or they
same
got
thing.
busy doing something else.
Yep. Okay. Well, let's look at the bullying situation. If a child is getting bullied and they talking to the siblings and the mother don't know, right? Because the way you put it is, it's okay for mama not to know. So the siblings are talking about it, and they was trying to resolve it in whichever form or fashion that they can. Now, say for instance, the mom find out, does she not have a right to feel like, why would you kids not come and tell me that? Does she have not a right to feel like, wait a minute, what did I do wrong? Am I a bad parent to where my kids won't even tell me that they're being bullied at
No,
school? What did I
no,
do wrong?
no, no,
That's how they
no,
can feel
no.
from that.
No, sir.
That's the feeling
No,
that they can
sir.
get.
No, sir. No.
I didn't say the
No.
only feeling. I didn't
No.
say the only feeling that they can get,
No.
but that's one of the
Because
feelings they can get from that.
as a parent, you instill values in your kids. And you hope and pray that your kids will not embarrass you later on down the line because of the values that you have instilled in them. So you would hope that they would listen to the person that you put in charge and into place at that particular point in time for their absence. So, yeah, you done did your part. You listened to mom. You told them exactly what mama said to do. Now, if that child doesn't do it, there's nothing that you can do about it at that point other than to let your mom know that, hey, I gave them the orders that you told me to give them, and they decided to do something else.
Right.
It's out of your hands.
Yeah, I
There's
agree with that.
but there's a
that's what I've been saying
difference.
the whole
But there's
time.
a difference in what you're saying. What you're saying is when people, when siblings have a situation going on outside of what the parents know about, should the loyalty lie with the parents? That's a totally different thing than mama giving you. Let me finish. No, let me finish. That's a totally different thing than mama giving you direct rules and orders for the kids to actually do something. That's totally different. Completely different. They're two different situations. When mama lay down rules, then mom expects you to follow those rules. If mom said for you to make sure that everybody in the house cleaned up, then that's what mom expects, because that's the rule that mama laid down. Now, stuff that happened outside of what mama has said is something totally different. You can have your loyalty with your siblings. It doesn't always have to be with your parents, because at the end of the day, Lord forbid, say something happened to your parents. Who do you have to rely on then?
True. But let me clear it up for you though. So say for instance, like, because this the point that you're not catching right here. And I don't know if a lot of people in the chat room not catching it. Sometimes you have rules that are not verbally spoken by parents. And I don't want to say it's common sense rules, but for example, a lot of us was told, like, if one of y'all fight, all y'all better fight. You better not sit there and let your brother and sister fight and you don't fight. Some of us just knew that. We didn't have to be told that. It was never taught that to us. It was just the way the whole family moved with each other. Some things we just picked up as a family, and we knew that if one fight, we always gonna fight. And other families, they had to be told certain things. So it is different strokes for different folks. So now, outside the house, we're not talking about the inside of the house. Outside the house, for example, there are the situations that mama should know about. But it's outside the house, maybe at the school or anything. It could be anything going on. And the kids come in from school, the brother and sister come in from school, walk through the house, put the backpack down, give them a snack, eat, turn on the cartoons, watch TV or whatever, and don't say nothing to mama about this situation. That's the part right there why I still have a problem with it. Because, say for instance, it was a fight. And the brother had a fight, and he won the fight. However you might want to look at it, mama still need to know that fight took place. Somebody need to go to mama and say, "Mama, little Leroy was fighting at school. He had a fight after school today, and the boys, they were fighting, but Leroy beat him up, and this is what happened, mama." Somebody still need to say something about it, because you never know how it might go if you don't say nothing, if you don't get mama involved. It's still better to say something to her, even if it's away from the house. So that loyalty with the sister and brother can be the same thing that get one of y'all hurt by not telling the parent who could have moved a little bit different, moved a little bit smarter, moved a little bit wiser in the situation, and put y'all up on some other things than just being secretive with each other, if that makes sense. So that's the way I see it. It's still some things that you should be putting your mama involved in when you out away from the house, and it didn't have nothing to do with the house rules or none of that type of stuff. But some things you just know we need to tell this to mama. Mama need to
Okay,
know.
in the situation that you talking about right now, that's
All
not
right.
realistic. I'm just gonna say that it's not realistic because nowadays you have where if a child gets into a fight at school, if
Mm-hmm.
they don't tell their parents, they have these portals that they list anytime that they've gotten into trouble. So the parents gonna know if they actually a good parent and they actually going into portals and reading the information pertaining to their child. Then they can ask, well, why didn't you tell me that you got into a fight?
No, because the kids can fight away from the school property, and the school will never know.
Oh my God. Lord, nam yo renge ho, nam
For
yo
real.
renge ho, nam yo renge ho, nam yo renge ho. Somebody please help Buddha. Please. Oh, because I'm making a point, I'm a chicken head. Kyron says some parents need to give their kids the love and attention and try to listen to them what's going on in their life. Because if the parents don't believe them, then they're going to commit suicide. That's true.
So that's true. But I'm saying y'all making me feel like that y'all are a bunch of parents who y'all kids, and this ain't talking to y'all like in a negative way or nothing like that. That your kids will have loyalty over with their siblings before you, all because they just the siblings. All because it's the siblings. And then your role as the parent, because they have siblings, they don't really need to come and tell you a whole lot of stuff because they got other siblings that they can talk to who, and since they're on the same age bracket, they can relate more, they can understand a little bit better, and so forth and so on. All that to me is bull crap. Because to me, I don't think that none of my children
Nam yo
can
renge
tell
ho,
none of
nam
my
yo
other children
renge
or
ho,
give them
nam
better
yo
advice and
renge ho,
information than
nam
I
yo
can.
renge ho. Somebody please help me because this man he needs some help. Um
Everybody agreeing with Lito.
yeah, because you don't make no sense.
I make a whole lot of sense.
Read what S. Bird said.
Moses point out the most ideal situation, but Lita is stating reality. What if parents don't listen and children? See, that's a big what if, but we talk about parents that do listen. So we got to get that understood, y'all. So if you got a parent that's listening, let me say it again. If you got a parent that's listening, why you not talking to that parent? All because you got a sibling, right? Oh, okay. Because you got a sibling, you shouldn't go talk to the parent. And the parent is the one that's
I
paying the
never
bill.
said that. I
No, no,
never
no.
said that. No,
I'm reading.
no.
I know. I'm reading this statement. I'm reading this statement.
Okay,
It
but
says, "What if
you
parents?"
reading something into it that's not there, sir.
But
You
we
reading
talking
something
about
into it
parents
that's
that
not there.
listen.
You reading stuff into it to make it prove a point pertaining to what you're saying.
No, I'm
Absolutely
saying
not, sir.
if you got parents that
Absolutely not.
listen, if you got
No.
parents that's listening, why wouldn't you talk to the parent? That's the question that I'm trying to get answered. If your parents actually listen, we're not talking about parents that don't listen. We're not talking about parents that's on drugs. We're talking about a good mother that listens, hears you out, and hears everything that you got to say. Why won't you go talk to this woman about whatever it may be?
Again, not every situation you have to bring to your parents.
That ain't what I
Some
said. That ain't what I
things,
said. I ain't said bring
some
everything. I
things
said, why wouldn't
your
you go talk to
siblings
this
can
person?
handle. Your
That's
siblings
not
have
what I said. I said, why
oh
wouldn't you
my
go? I
God.
didn't say they don't need to know every situation. I said, why wouldn't you go and talk to this person? That was my question. I didn't say bring every
Exactly, Aunt
situation to it.
Vaughn. Did you
Let
see
me
that?
see.
Don't be switching it off. It's
It
the
is the response.
responsibility of the parent to keep the oversight on the children. Keep that line of communication open. Growing, if one of why you move the thing?
I
Growing,
didn't
if
move
one
it.
of my siblings got in trouble and one of us knew it, we both got it. Thank you. That's exactly what I'm
But
saying.
but see, she agreed with me on that. Listen to
No,
what they said. She said it's the responsibility of the parent to
I
keep that
said that
oversight.
to you. As a parent, you're going to know what's going on with your kids because you know their
But you said,
mannerisms,
but this is
you
what you
know how
trying to
they
justify.
move and everything else. That's what
So
I'm telling you.
so off of
Some
that right
things are
there.
some things are unspoken. You don't have to
Okay, I
tell.
get that.
Will you let me finish, Buddha? Thank you. Some things are unspoken. As a parent, for me as a parent, I know when my child lying. I absolutely know when my child is lying. And I
Duh.
know when let me finish. Namnyo renge ho. As a parent, I know when my child is lying and I know when my child is telling me the truth. I have open communication with my child. I have established that bond with my child. So if my child did have a sibling within the home and they talk to them and I asked them, hey, you know, what happened? What went on while mom wasn't here? I would know when my child was lying because I paid that much attention to my child that I know when they're telling a lie and when they're telling the truth. Because
Okay.
their mannerisms will give off a certain
Okay.
trait in regards to them lying. And I would pick up on that instantly because I pay attention to my child.
Okay. Now it's my turn, right? Okay, so this is the point I'm making right here off of what you just said. You know your child's mannerism, you got the line of communication open, all that's good and dandy. The point I'm still trying to establish is this, that whether you know your child's mannerism or not, if you know if they lying, you can catch them in a lie, all that's good and dandy. But the point I'm making is a child loyalty to the parent, a child come to you and say, Mom, this person did wrong by you while you was away, without you having to read no mannerism, without you having to go through the process of elimination and trying to decide the lie from the truth and all that, you have a child that comes and be honest with you anytime they speaking to you. You have a child that come and be honest to you, not a child that keeps secret with other people and leave you out of it and then involve you when they want to. A child that's openly honest with you when they talk to you, period. So if you can tell when they lying, that's a good thing to be able to do. If you can tell when they telling the truth, that's a good thing to be able to do. But if you can raise a child that'll come talk to you and put it all on the table at all times, then you really done your job. And that's the part that I'm talking about. So it's good that you can catch your child when they lying. It's good that you can know when your child telling the truth. But if you're gonna have the type of child that's gonna come put it on the table for you, or you're gonna always have to be trying to decipher and guess and judge and tell if this person being truthful, you're gonna always have to do that because the child is in a mindset of, okay, I'm gonna keep this for mama this time, and I'm gonna tell it to the sister or the brother this time, and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do it, and all that right there. To me, no, no,
Okay.
no. That's what
Okay.
I'm saying. That's what
Okay.
I'm on right there.
And this is what I'm saying. As a parent, you have to establish that open line of communication. So if
Facts,
your child doesn't come to you and tell you the things that you want to know, you have to go to that child and
right,
speak to that child and ask them open-ended questions to make them talk to you and to make sure that you get to the root of the problem in the situation that they're not trying to tell you.
right.
You have to communicate with your kids. You
True,
can't constantly be back there with your man, chilling with your man, eating and cooking with your man. You got kids. And at the end of the day, you got to ask questions. I'm going to ask my child when she rolls into the house, hey, baby, how was your day? What transpired today? What did you learn today? Give me some details about it. I'm going to know what's going on with my child because
right,
I'm going to take those steps and measures to ask my child.
right. I agree with you on that. And this one of the things that I used to use with my kids. My wife could tell y'all that. That's one of the things I used to use with my kids. Like they'll get in the situation, and I could tell, just like Lisa said, you could tell when the kids lie. I could tell they getting ready to lie, fix their lips to lie. The whole mannerism is off, and they just trying to not get in trouble. I get it, I understand it. But this is what I would tell my kids. Only thing gonna save you right now is by telling me the truth. And I will be truthful because you can't tell your kids if they tell you the truth that they won't get in trouble. And then when they tell you the truth, you still let them get in trouble anyway. I would never do that. I would always be honest to them and say, if you tell the truth, you won't get in no trouble. That don't mean I wouldn't talk to them about the situation or whatever. But I said, but if you lie, you're gonna have to deal with the consequences. And every time I've done that, my kids always came out and told me the truth about whatever it was, no matter if it was gonna make them look bad or get them in trouble or whatever. They always came out and told the truth.
But
So that was
again, you had to establish that
yeah,
communication with your child.
I understand that. But by me doing that, you got to see this aspect of it too. It make that child able to come and tell you stuff what they normally would keep a secret with a sibling, or not even say nothing to nobody about it. That's what I'm saying. So when you got kids in your house that you done did so much for, and at the end of the day, you can tell yourself that, you know what, my kids might not even come talk to me. I got to always go put it out. I got to always go reaching for it. I got to always go grabbing for it. It shouldn't be like that. That's the point that I'm trying to establish with that whole loyalty with parent type of thing, because you always reaching, searching, digging, and ain't nothing wrong with doing that, because you got to do that with kids. So let's make sure we got that part clear. But if that's what you always got to be on with your child, then you done drop the ball somewhere, because this child at some point got to be able to come to this parent and open up out of their own, like you said, by establishing that communication. But that's supposed to be out the gate. That's supposed to be out the gate. That line of communication, having that's out the gate. So but always having to reach and dig and pull and investigate and all that with your child, it shouldn't be like that.
But
It shouldn't be
unfortunately,
like
with
that.
some kids, it is like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, I know
Some
it is.
kids just
I'm
simply
already
don't want
understanding
to
that.
open up to their parents. And so you have to go that extra mile as a parent and try to reach out to them by asking them questions on a daily basis to get to
Right,
the root of their problem.
right,
Brandy said when my kids was younger and one kept telling on the other about every little thing, I would be like, okay, you don't have to snitch all the time, but I listen to my children.
right.
Exactly. I agree with that 100.
Me
You're going
too.
to
Me
listen to
too.
them regardless, but they don't have to snitch about every little thing.
Yeah, but that also said this too about her kids, because I did my kids like that before too. Like, you don't have to snitch about every little thing, but the fact that they coming and telling you everything, that means that you done something right. It's when them kids ain't telling you nothing, they going to their siblings with it, and they never bring it to you. That's a problem right there. And that's what I've been on this whole entire time. It's not the kids that just telling too much, because when they telling too much and you telling them, well, you ain't got to tell me everything, you know you pretty much done your job. So she did a good job by having that child that would come openly without her having to research, dig, and ask questions. That child coming in of their own and saying, you know what, mama's supposed to know this. And
What
that's why I
you're
was saying
missing that
that.
I'm saying to you is, as a child, you're not thinking about where your loyalty
But
lies.
some kids do. You can't put that on every kid. Some
And I'm
kids
not
do think
saying
like that
every
though.
kid. Listen to me. If you listen instead of cut me off, Buddha, then you would understand. Not every child feels like they can go to their parent and say certain things
And
because
not every child don't feel that way. So it's two sides to that story.
Buddha,
Not every child don't
nam
feel that
yo
way.
renge ho, nam
You see
yo
what I'm saying? So
renge
you
ho,
can't push
nam
that
yo
narrative.
renge
You can't
ho.
push that
Excuse
narrative
me,
and say,
y'all.
well, not every child feel this way. That's true, but don't just stop there, because on the flip side of the coin, you got kids that want to talk to their parents. So you can't just push that narrative like, oh,
Trisha
not every
said,
kid
my
feel this
parents
way.
listen, but they said my opinion doesn't matter. So how could I have a
But every parent don't say
conversation
that
with
though.
my dad, especially if my opinion doesn't matter? I'd rather talk to my siblings than my parents.
There's some kids feel that way. Some kids feel that way, that they'd rather talk to their
Rosemary
siblings.
say reality is different for everyone. My reality is I have no loyalty with my siblings. It's not, it don't go for everyone. Exactly. It doesn't go for everyone. Some
Yeah. Vice versa,
they don't
right?
have
It could be either
siblings.
way. It could be either way. So, and that's what I'm trying to say. Like me, I always give both sides. It ain't a narrative. It ain't a one-way road. So, with the same way, somebody could get on here and say, try to push a narrative. Well, maybe some kids just can't talk to their parents. Well, maybe some kids can, and still
Kyra
don't.
says kids still get in trouble when they does tell their parents the
Not
truth. And
mine.
what?
Not mine. If my kids come tell me the truth, I'm gonna talk to them about the situation. They're not gonna get in trouble. They're gonna get in trouble for lying. It's when you lie and be that disloyal. That's what's gonna get you in trouble. The truth ain't gonna never get you in trouble.
Auntie
That's
Vaughn
the way I
says
feel. Not
this
everybody
topic
different.
is not black and white simply because of the different household dynamics.
Right.
Single parents, two parents, big mama, siblings, raising
Raising
siblings.
siblings.
No one is
No one
wrong.
is wrong.
I agree, Auntie Vaughn. No one
Okay.
is wrong. But like I say, I think in each situation it is different because
Yeah, it
some
is.
things I feel that I would have a bond more with my siblings and I'd be willing to tell my siblings. But as a child, I don't think it's something that I'd be ready to talk to my parents about, certain
Right.
things. So
Right. I
I
understand
was
that.
not
I can
that child.
understand that. But see, that's the point I'm making right there. I understand that, but at the same time, that shows like you don't have that. And I ain't trying to talk about your family nothing like that, but maybe there's a reason why you didn't have that open communication like that with your mom. Because if your mom had that same feeling that your siblings had with you would talk to her the same way. That's the point I'm trying to make. People don't have that same connection with the mom or the dad that they got with the siblings. But if they had that, then what would be the purpose of not talking to the mom who has all the information, all the knowledge? She's paying the bills, she's breaking her back for you. Why not go to that person? If
Because
she,
as a child, I didn't want to sit there and listen to my mother and her lecture because I
yeah,
knew
I
it
understand,
was
I
going.
get that.
Can you let me finish? I knew it was going to come with a lecture and it was going to come with a story pertaining to her past. And at the end of the day, by the time that they done got to the end of their story, you'd be like, okay, so what was my point in even coming in here and telling them?
Right.
It
I
went
mean,
through
that
one
don't
ear and out
that
the
ain't true.
other.
That ain't true in every case though, because
I didn't say
um,
it was true in every. See, that this is what you're missing. When I'm telling you my opinion, I'm not saying it's true in every single situation. Each situation is different, but I'm just giving you a general basis that at a young age, kids are not looking to go to their parents, sit down, have a conversation with them, and be like, "Oh yeah, mom, I broke a vase today. My bad." Like, get for real. That's not realistic. A
but
child ain't gonna want to tell
that's
their
what I'm
parents
saying.
that.
See, but with me, I was like that with my mama. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I could tell my mama I broke the
Well, I can
vase,
tell you, you one in a
and
million because
I
I
broke
be
the
dang.
glass
If I
because
broke
guess what?
something, I wasn't telling my mama. I'm
Because
sorry.
guess what? Because
She
it
would
was gonna
have
be
to
worse.
do some investigation to
It
find
was gonna
out
be
who
worse
broke it.
if she found out that I broke it and I didn't tell. So that's what I'm saying. So, like you said, everybody's situation is different. That's why you can't make it law this way or that way. The same thing that you stand against, that's what I'm for because it benefited me to go tell my mama before she found out. It benefited me to tell the
Trisha
truth to my
says,
mama.
I understand what you're saying, gangster, but when I have had talks with my parents about things, but my parents shut me down real
Everybody's
quick,
parents
even
different.
if I'm an adult. Sherry says, great topic. Do you see that?
Yeah, I seen that. But what I'm
In
saying, but still, what I'm
actuality,
saying is, go
no
ahead.
one is wrong in this case. I agree with Sherry. No one is wrong.
Okay, but the point I'm making is just the same way that you could say like it'd be better you just couldn't go talk to your mom for whatever reason, this and that, this and that. On my side of the story, it's better if I go talk to my mom. And I'm not trying to make that the golden rule either. But the same way that you could look at it and say it was better for you not to talk to your mom, it was better for me to talk to her and to go to her before she even found out I broke the vase and to tell her I broke it. Because when I did that, it made it go a whole lot better. It's the same way how some people in this chat room, if they in a relationships, if they got a cheating man or a cheating woman, they'd rather for that person to come tell them than somebody else. They'll
That's
rather find
different.
out.
That's
I
different.
know, I know it's
No,
just different. I know it's different, but I'm just using it as a scenario to where it's showing that you can be upfront about something, or you can let somebody find out about it, whether it's parent or whoever. It's better that you come clean before they figure it out, because then it's gonna make it look like okay, you tried to hide it, even if you wasn't trying to hide it. It's gonna make you look like that, and then it's gonna make it look like okay, I'm gonna have to always watch you because when you do something, you're not gonna never come clean and tell me about it up front. It's gonna create a whole lot of that when it could be avoided by just you know just coming up being up front with it.
Trisha
So
says,
to me,
I
so to
agree
me,
with
it was
you,
better
Lita,
for me to talk to my
especially when
mother.
I was dating boys. I was always told my sisters or cousins because my mom would put me on punishment for talking to a boy.
Oh wow.
Kyron says some parents doesn't even do nothing when kids have a problem in school and in the school bus and at home in the household with their siblings. Exactly, Kyron.
Yeah.
Now there's a
Yes.
situation. Okay. Now I don't know if you remember this. It happened last year. There was a mother who had a problem because her child was being bullied on the bus. And instead of going
Oh
to
yeah.
the school, she got on the bus and got into a fight with the kids
Yeah, I remember that.
and then wound up getting her butt whooped.
Yeah, I remember that.
Okay, so
Yeah, she was wrong for going up there to fight some kids. That ain't even how no
exactly.
real parent would handle that. Like, I don't
But
know.
that's what I'm telling you. Okay, so her child told her the situation, but instead of handling it like an adult by going to the school and letting them know, hey, this is what is transpiring on the bus, she went down there and act like she was
Yeah,
big bad mama and
yeah.
got her behind
Some
whooped.
parents need to be worked. Some parents need their parenting skills worked on. I'm agreeing with that part. But once again, in my scenario, we talking about a mother. She ain't on none of that foolishness. She's the type of mother you can talk to. So I'm trying to keep everybody in the mind frame of this is the mother you can talk to that's gonna listen. We ain't talking about this mama. She might give you a lecture. She gonna do this, that, the third. We're not talking about that. We talking about having a mother that's gonna listen to you, gonna hear you out, and gonna give you the best advice possible. Why wouldn't a child talk to them? All because the mother is not on the same age bracket or whatever reason.
It's
It
not
wouldn't.
that, but that's what you're missing. It's not that. Sometimes you just feel more comfortable with telling your siblings where you don't feel comfortable with telling your mom.
But I understand that. But I mean, I get it, and I hear you on that. But it sounds to me like people just pulling out their butt whatever they want to put out their butt and want to be on whatever they want to be on for no reason. If you got a mama that you could talk to and she ain't really did nothing for you not to be able to talk to her, and at the end of the day you're gonna say, well, I'm way more comfortable talking to my sibling, and mama ain't did nothing wrong, and yell, scream, to holler, make you feel no kind of way. So it's just okay. She this good person for no reason because at the end of the day I ain't got to talk to you. I can talk to my siblings because I'm gonna be more comfortable just for the sake of it, just because I can say I'm more comfortable. But you're comfortable talking to mama too, because mama done laid that foundation for you to be able to talk to her. She ain't did nothing to make you feel like you can't talk to her, that she can't relate to you on whatever you can talk to. We talking about a situation like that because that's how my mama had me feeling. Like I could tell her anything. Whether it's about a woman I'm dating, whether I done did something I'm gonna go to jail, just what I could go tell her everything.
Again,
You see what I'm saying?
even if you have open lines of communication with your kids, some things they just don't feel comfortable with telling you about.
That's true. I
Wait,
get that.
let me give you a prime example. Now, I ain't telling my nephews them business. I've had nephews and they contact me when they done got into some trouble. And they'll let me know, hey, I got into trouble. This is what the real deal is. This is what happened. So I'm letting you know what happened. And they asked me for my insight and how to handle the situation. And I've always been upfront and honest with them. And I've told them, now if it's something that's gonna get you in trouble, I'm gonna have to share that with your mama. Other than that, I can't tell what's going on between y'all at that particular point in time because my loyalty is with y'all. I'm going to keep that between me and you. That's our relationship. That's our bond. But if it's something that's gonna get you in jail or you doing some drugs, then I'm snitching. I'm sorry, you're gonna have to live with that. But I established that communication with them at an early age. They've always been able to come to me. They've always been able to have a one-on-one conversation with me. And it wasn't that their mom and dad didn't have open communication with them and would hear them out. It's just that they felt more comfortable with coming to me and talking to me because I was going to tell them the real deal. I wasn't like, unfortunately, some of these parents, they don't listen. Then you have some parents who try to beat religion into a child and they haven't been religious their whole entire life. And so they forget that
Right,
aspect of being a child and they're
right.
constantly preaching to you. So not every child wants to hear that. And that was the situation with my nephew. You know, his mom and dad was very religious, and they, not to say that I wasn't, but at the same point in time, I could separate my feelings and separate church to actually hear the situation and give an example to them and talk to them and be able to listen to them and tell them the truth without saying, oh, well, Jesus said do this and Jesus said do that. At that age,
Right.
you're not thinking about that. You just
Right.
want to
But
hear,
some people are though. But I know the point you're making. But some people are thinking about that at that age,
yeah,
just so they won't make that loss. Some people are thinking about what you say they're not thinking about at that age.
yeah. So
And
that's
so,
how it is.
and then another thing too, me, I would be like, and I understand what you're saying because that is true. Because I've had that happen with my nephews and stuff. They come talk to me about stuff that they don't talk to their parents about. But at the same time, I still look at it like this. I still look at it like, why ain't you able to talk to your parents? See, I can't never move away from that. Why aren't you able to go talk to your parents?
And
See, that's
again,
one of the
I
that's one of the
understand that.
that's one of the
I
questions that we need
understand
to
that
look at.
wholeheartedly. I
Why
understand that.
can't you go talk to your parents? Whether
Like
it's
I said,
my
I
child or your
understand
child.
that wholeheartedly. My nephew's situation was, hey, my parents are very religious. They not gonna keep it all the way 100 with me because they don't know how to separate their love for God and bring up reality versus their love for God. So I'm coming to you because I know that you can separate the two, and then when I need the Jesus beat into me, you gonna beat it into me. That was the thing with them. It wasn't that they didn't have that open line of communication with their parents.
Right.
It was some things that they could talk to their parents about that they couldn't talk to me about, you know, because they know, oh, I don't play that. Like, for example, smoking. I don't play that. No, I don't play that. Their parents may have been, I'm not saying they were in agreement with it, but they were a little bit more tolerable with certain things than I
Right.
was, and it just wasn't going down. Absolutely not. Absolutely
Right.
not.
Right.
So
Yeah, I feel you on that. I feel you on that.
Trisha
That
said,
makes sense.
read Trisha's statement.
Gangster, what if you have siblings that told on you for no reason, just because you are the oldest sibling? That always stay in trouble for things in our household. Uh, I don't know. Like if my siblings told on me, and if I done something wrong, then and my mama got on me for it, then it is what it is. I mean, I ain't gonna be like, well, why y'all told it on me? Because I've been telling on them too. So I understand the point you're trying to make with the question, but I feel like, if I done something wrong and they told on me, then I shouldn't have done what was wrong. That's just what that is. Because if they did something that mama said not to do, and I'm gonna tell them. So we all got to make sure we all got to hold each other accountable instead of just keeping secrets. We all got to walk us in line because mama done laid these rules down. Now, as far as like every little idle little thing, like I said, we already talked about that. That's a whole nother thing. You don't got to keep telling me every little single thing, this and that, this and that, this and that, because it ain't gonna add up to nothing. But if it's on a certain level, then yeah, mama definitely need to know. And my loyalty, like I'm saying, even though we done said a lot in this talk show, my loyalty is still with my mama at the end of the day. For the fact that I know how much she done been there for me, how much she gonna go out her way for me. Even though my siblings, they'll do the same thing. They'll do the same thing. But my mama, she that rock. She that one. Like she that one. So when it come to her, I'm not gonna lie to her for you. I'm not gonna go against her for you.
And at the
Because
end of
she's
the
the one.
day,
You know
all
what
I'm
I'm saying?
saying is that yes, I still can talk to my mom about any situation, but I also have another outlook that I can rely on
Yeah.
besides just my mom. I can go to my
That's
siblings.
right. That's
Me and
true.
my siblings have that bond where we can sit and have a conversation, and I know that it's not going to anyone else. It's going to stay amongst us because I feel comfortable with them. And
Right. I get that.
in actuality, what you're missing is who raised your siblings.
My mama did.
Okay, so they have that wisdom that they have gained from your mama. And so
No,
no, wait,
because
let me finish. Let me finish. I'm not saying that they've gained every single thing from your mama, but at the same point in time, your mama has laid down a pattern. And so if they following that pattern, then they have some insight that they can relate to you as well, because
Okay.
they have, you gonna let me finish?
I just said okay.
Oh, okay. Because they have that insight that they have gotten from your mom. Your mom has laid down that pattern. And even though they said that they wasn't listening, trust and believe they was listening. And they can regurgitate every single thing that your mama said from day one.
Yeah.
And
But I'm
then
looking at. Go ahead.
Sherry, yes, honey, baby. My nieces and nephew tell me way too much. I think sometimes that they forget that I'm their auntie and that I'm one of their homies, because they be telling me stuff that I'm like, oh my God, yeah, I don't think I needed to hear that one.
Okay, what I was gonna say was in response to what you just said, the siblings, like you said, they was raised by mama, but at the same time, like you just said earlier in the show, that these kids they not thinking about that. They don't want to hear the lecture. So these same siblings that been taught by mama, they not pushing mama's message. They got their own message, their own ideas, their own thoughts and opinions that they gonna give you what they think is right in their heart. And it may not necessarily contradict anything mama done said, but it still may not be how mama would give it to you. So them same siblings, they ain't really giving it to you the way mama would give it to you, because if they was, you probably would go straight to mama. But to avoid what mama gonna say and to avoid hearing from mama, we're gonna go to the siblings, because guess what? They will water it down for us. They will kind of coincide with what they see we want to do and kind of ride with us on some stuff. And mama will be like, no, y'all ain't gonna be able to do that. So them siblings, they don't always have that I ain't gonna say in every situation, but just for the sake of this conversation right here, that a lot of times they don't have that spirit of accountability on their conversation. They going along with the siblings. They riding with the siblings. They keeping secrets with the siblings. But when mama get involved, she gonna tell you what the good Lord love. That's the truth. She gonna give it to you raw, whether it's in a lecture form, cussing, hollering, whatever. She gonna give it to you straight up like that. Them siblings may never give it to you like that. Not saying that they won't, because a lot of siblings do be straight up with their siblings. But sometimes they'll just go along with you just because they're your siblings.
No,
They'll go along, they'll agree with you just because it's your sibling.
no, not all
Sometimes,
siblings
but
do
I'm not
that.
saying in your situation alone. I'm just saying, generally speaking, siblings can agree with siblings just because it's their siblings, and that happens. That happens more than not. When siblings can get on the level with each other and be like, okay, we're gonna be on this, and that just be what it is. That's very common for siblings to get on something and be on it with each other, and knowing that if they talk to their mama, it wouldn't be the same. It wouldn't be the same answer. They wouldn't be stepping the same way, because mama would probably say something different. You know what I'm saying? But siblings, because I've got siblings, so I already know how we can move through personal experience. I know how siblings can move. You know what I'm saying?
I do too. And I know some, if you don't do what they say when they say it, they gonna snitch on everything you did from day one.
Yeah,
And then you have some that will keep it a secret.
yeah,
Like I
that's
say,
true. Yeah,
but again, as a parent, I just feel like it's the parent's responsibility to know their child. And you should establish that open line of communication. And if you
yeah,
know that your child is not talking to you, then you have to go to that child and you have
yeah,
to ask that child questions. You
yeah.
have to formulate that relationship and that communication with that child. And
Right,
if they've already established it with their sibling, then at the end of the day, you would hope and pray that the sibling, if it was something that was an emergency type situation, would share that information with you, because their mannerisms isn't the same as the other sibling. But
right,
if it's something so minute, then why not keep it amongst one another?
right. So, do anybody in the chat room got an open communication with their children?
I
Do
do.
we do we got do anybody in here got a child that'll come and tell them stuff without them asking? They ain't got to reach and pull it out of them. They ain't got to go investigate. Do anybody in the chat room got an open communication with their kids? I'm talking
I
about you
do.
got young kids like teenagers and stuff like that.
I do. And I got open communication with other people's kids too.
But I understand that. But I'm saying, but your child is a single child.
Yes.
I want to ask people that got siblings because that's what we own. Your children got other people they can talk to, but yet they still come and talk to you. Who in here got that? Because that's what this is about. That's really
Brandy
what
says
this
she
boiled down
does.
to.
Auntie Ron says she does. Esbury says she does. Miss
Huh.
Linda says she do.
So
I
so
can't with Esbury. She
there,
says
there,
she's some
there,
top stock though.
there it go then. There it go. And those people who say they do, guess what? They made it like that because they know that's the best way to have it. To have that child coming to you before anybody else in this world.
Okay,
Regardless if,
right there. Wait
hold on,
right
let me
there.
finish.
Wait right there.
See, I
So
can cut you
every
off though. I can cut you
wait.
off.
Let me finish. Wait. So to everyone in the chat, did you establish that bond with your kids by talking to them and letting them know that those lines of communication was open and you learned your child's mannerisms, or they just magically came to you one day and said, "Oh, mommy, let me tell you this, that, and the third"?
We already know that they had to establish that with the kids. That's the
Exactly.
point.
That's
That's
what
the
I'm
point I've been
telling
making the whole
you.
time. I already got that understood. You kicking a dead dog with that one. I've been saying this from the beginning. We talking about a parent who has a line of communication
Nam
open.
yo
The mother
renge
not on
ho,
drugs.
nam
The
yo
mother not
renge
running the
ho,
streets.
nam yo
I've been saying
renge
this the
ho.
whole entire time that we talking about a mother that is open to her children. She listens to them. I've been repeating that from day one that the communication is there. There's no reason for this child not to be able to talk to this mother. I've been trying to lay that down the whole time. So I don't know if everybody done caught that part or not, but let me say it again. We talking about a mother that can put that time in, that can open that line of communication. She listens very well. She don't just shoot the kids away. Get out of my face. I don't want to hear it right now. We talking about a mother that put that time in with that child and got that line of communication. She ain't never did nothing where this child feels uncomfortable talking to her. So I want to make sure we clear on that. I want to make sure we're very clear on that. So now we understand that we talking about a woman that's like that, but the child still don't go talk to her. The child still don't go talk to her. It ain't no reason.
I'm gonna tell you this now. This
You
is
see what
just
I'm saying?
something
So
that
that's
I
what I'm
do.
saying. It
This
got to
is
be somebody that done had to mess up the communication somewhere for that child to feel like, okay, I'm gonna leave my mama in the dark on this one.
okay.
And
So
I
I
go ahead.
hear what you're saying. So this is what I do in regards to me and mine and my household. Now I've seen this on Raising Cultures, and for those of you who don't know about Raising Cultures, they're actually on YouTube and they're also on Facebook. They are a transracial family, so they have all different orientations of kids who they've adopted, from white to mixed, and they actually have one child who is biologically the mom's. So what they do is every single month, basically, they have a family meeting, and in this family meeting, you're able to have open lines of communication and tell certain things that you like and certain things that you don't like, and that's how they establish their open lines of communication, which is what I like to do with me and mine.
Right.
If it's something that I did that you don't like and you would have rather for mommy to handle it in a different way, then I always want to make sure that I hear you and let you know that, hey, baby, I'm acknowledging what you're saying and
Right.
I'm validating your feelings. And so next time when mom deals with a situation like that, I'll definitely handle it in a different way. But
Right.
again, I had to establish that open line of communication with my child for my child to be open with me, and we can provide each other with basically a progress report pertaining to how we feel, because that is our open lines of communication. And if
Okay.
my child ever felt the need that she couldn't say something that she thought it would hurt mommy feelings, then she could always write it down and mommy gonna read it and be like, girl, now you could have told me that. I'm very playful with my child. How I am with you, I'm playful with my child. But my child also know when I'm serious, they better have several seats. Don't play with me.
Okay, so if you got your child feeling like she could talk to you about anything and she don't, how that make you feel? Cause like you just said, you just put it out there where my child knows she can talk to mommy about anything and she don't. But she
No,
don't.
that's
She
not what I
choose not to.
said.
No,
That's not
no,
what I
I'm
said.
giving an example. I'm using an example right now. I know that's not what you said, but I'm using an example. You got the line of communication open for your child to step through that door and talk to you on anything about anything that she comes with talking to you about, but she refused to.
If my child refused to talk to me about a certain thing, as a parent, I'm going to know because I've watched my child and I'll know that something is different about them. Now, I'm not
But
saying that it's going to happen in every situation that I'm going to realize and pick up that there's something wrong with my child. But as a mother, it's my duty and my responsibility to watch my child and
right,
to take
right.
a great deal and responsibility into what my
Yes,
child
ma'am.
is doing. And so I will watch my child and know my child's mannerism. Like you have
Okay,
some kids that um who have been sexually assaulted and you don't know if you don't pay attention to their mannerisms and things that they do and that they didn't do. Like some kids will start peeing in the bed where they didn't pee in the bed before, but now all of a sudden they're peeing in the bed.
right,
So I would take notice to that. Like, okay, well, baby, this is different. You know, what's going on? Because you never used to do this. What's going on? Talk to mommy.
right,
That's what I'm telling you. As a
right. I
parent,
get
I
that.
feel the need to monitor my child's mannerisms and to get an
But
understanding.
when you monitor the mannerism, you can't leave this part out. This is the part I'm not hearing you say though. Like if your child didn't feel comfortable about talking to you about something, the first this is for me. I can't speak for you or nobody else. But if it was any situation, I don't care how small, how big it is, if it was any situation where my child didn't feel comfortable about talking to it with me, I'm gonna ask myself, first of all, what have I done to make my child feel like they don't want to talk to me about that thing? Even if they
Okay,
can't, hold on, just let me finish. Even if they can talk to their siblings about it, and they got siblings that they're comfortable with in that situation or whatever, I still want to figure out why couldn't my child come talk to me about it. And whatever I come up with off of that, I'm gonna fix that because I want them to be. I want to be their go-to for every situation. Because and this ain't putting nobody down or or putting some no big eyes on little you type of situation. But this is my own personal belief. And I think that us as parents, we're supposed to feel like this about ourselves. I feel like when it comes to my kids receiving knowledge or things that's been invested into their mind when they're taking in information, that there is nobody in this world to give them better advice or information than me. And I think as parents, we should all think that way, that we have what our kids need in our minds. The stuff, the things that we've learned, our experiences, uh, just everything that we've been through in life that make us learn and know and grow and develop, that we have that to give to our kids so they won't make some of the same mistakes that we made. And so when they're talking to their siblings who are around the same age as them and they're getting along with them, that's fine and dandy. But I believe for myself personally that I have more valuable substance to give my kids than anybody else. That don't mean I know everything. That don't mean I'm trying to sound high and mighty or nothing like that. But I feel like as a parent, that's we should all feel that way. We should all feel that way. So if there's anything that my child can't talk to me about, I'm gonna feel some kind of way about that. I'm not just gonna be like, let me they talk to their siblings and I'm pretty sure their siblings got it covered and all that. No, I'm gonna feel some kind of way.
and I
That's just me
understand
though.
that.
I'm gonna feel some kind of way off of that, and I'm gonna bridge that gap. So it may be something that I did wrong, or I came off with the wrong mannerism or whatever to make that child feel that way or whatever. But I'm gonna bridge that gap. But that child gonna know that I don't care how small, how big, you can always come talk to me about it, and I'm
But
gonna hear you out
again,
on it, and we're gonna get to the bottom of it.
but again, that's establishing a bond and open
Yeah,
communication with your child and knowing your child and knowing when something is wrong with your child and where they didn't tell you something. That's what I'm saying. But in
right,
some situations, a child simply feels embarrassed. It's not something that you did to them that they're not coming to you. They feel embarrassed. They feel like
right.
they did
That
something
yeah,
wrong.
y'all understand that.
Like
That's what
like
I'm
I
saying. So
said,
if they feeling like they did something wrong, I want them to still be able to be comfortable with telling me what they did wrong. That's why I said no matter what it is, No matter how I make them feel, how they might think it's gonna make them look, all that right there, those barriers got to be broke down so them kids can come with those situations just like that. But
They
so they
do.
won't
The
go. So they
barriers
won't.
definitely have to be broke down,
Yeah,
but
that's what I'm
they also
saying.
have to go through situations. And sometimes, like I say, mom and dad ain't always going to be there. So the next best thing is a sibling because you have an established bond with them.
That's true. It's the next best thing. That's what It's the next best thing. But the best thing is that parent. And so with my kids, that's why I feel like that's why I believe what I believe, because my kids, I have that relationship with them. Well, they do come and tell me everything. And by you knowing me, leaders, I got it like that with my kids.
Yeah.
Most of my kids will talk to me before their own mamas. And I ain't praising that, but my kids, they got their loyalty is for me, and my loyalty is for them. But
Trisha
don't go
said,
keep secrets from me for your sibling, because I guarantee you, and there ain't no competition, but none of your siblings gonna move for you the way I move for you, and go
and I
all the
agree
way
with
out.
that.
You know what I'm saying? So you need to have some loyalty towards me, because you make me feel some kind of way. Then I'll be like, what? It's gonna make me feel. It's gonna be a blow to my heart, because I know how much I'm gonna do for you, how far I'll go for you, and what level I'm on with you. So don't do me like that.
I just feel like as a child, you're not thinking about that. And so as a child, you really haven't established that bond and connection with your parents as much as you've established it with your siblings. So when
Right.
you get older, because your mom and dad them had that open line of communication, you feel a lot more comfortable with coming to them and them allowing you the opportunity to speak your truth, and then you listening to your mom and your dad and their wisdom and their experience. I think you, as you get older and more mature, you feel a lot more comfortable. But as a child,
Yeah.
I just honestly don't think a child is thinking about that. And
Unless you
so
tell them. Unless you tell them. See, that's what I'm saying.
exactly.
See, you saying that, but that's not law, because my kids be told that. So when you say you don't think child thinking about that, there are kids that are thinking about that. That's why I'm not letting that become law, because there are children that do want discipline. There are children that do want that lecture. There are children that do want that right guidance. They don't always want to go to the sibling who's going to tell them what they want to hear. They don't
Okay,
all want that.
everybody in the chat, put a one in there if you wanted discipline when you was a child.
I didn't want no discipline as a
Oh,
child.
no. Let
What
me
I'm
get my
saying,
point. Hold on.
okay, go
Hold
ahead.
on, Buddha. Everybody in the chat, if you want to discipline as a child, put a one in the chat.
See, that ain't the question.
No. Wait, sir. Wait. I'm still waiting on someone to put a one in there.
I didn't want no discipline.
Nobody wanted to be disciplined as a child, is what I'm
But that's
telling
what I'm
you.
saying. Why is talking to your parents seem the discipline? If you're going to talk to them about a situation, it's not. That's the category
Nam
you put
yo
them in.
renge ho,
That's
nam
not
yo
discipline.
renge
If my
ho,
child
nam
come and
yo
talk to me about,
renge
Daddy,
ho.
I got pimples on my face and I don't like how I look at school, that's not discipline. So I'm saying you put everything in a disciplinary action type form. When I'm saying when your kids come and talk to you, it can cover a whole spectrum. It can be from the smallest little thing to disciplinary. But whatever they're gonna get, they should want to get it from the parents. They should want to get it if it's from the smallest conversation
Okay,
to the
but
biggest
again,
conversation. But I'm not
what
putting it
you're
in a
saying is
everything is not
not
disciplinary.
what you're
Everything is
saying
not
is not
disciplinary.
logical. It's not
It is
logical.
logical.
Okay, a child who has acne, they can relate more with a sibling than they can with a parent,
Not
because
the
their
parent got
sibling
acne,
probably has just gone through that phase
but
when it
what
pertains
the sibling ain't never had acne and the parent have. See, that's why it just depends on the situation. The sibling ain't never had acne and the parent have. Who would they do better talking to then? To somebody who ain't never had it? That's what I'm trying to tell you. So every situation ain't the same. If the parent that
it's
had
not.
acne and the sibling they haven't, who would they do better talking to?
Okay,
But you
Trisha
just can't say
says,
it's
I
always
agree
better
with
to
you,
talk to the
Lita.
sibling.
When
Yeah.
used to have family meetings, but sometimes it went left. And my mom would agree with my siblings. Sometimes she would put me
Right.
in the mental hospital. Oh, baby, I hate to hear that. I'm sorry. I don't see anything that could be that bad where they would place you in a mental hospital. I definitely empathize with you because I feel like your voice wasn't heard, and that as an end result, from your voice not being heard that was a last resolution. But I'm here for you. My number is in the about. If you ever need to talk to me, I will listen to you openly and let you get whatever you need off of your chest, baby, at any point in time. So I apologize because I don't think anyone should experience that at all.
Right.
And so all I can do is send you air hugs and kisses. Mwah, 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 mwah.
Hugs and kisses from the gangster too.
I don't know if you want those from that big old Buddha bear.
Hold on. Let me get over here right quick. Let me get right here. Hey, chicken head, whatever.
Nam yo renge ho, nam yo renge ho, nam yo renge ho.
Chicken head.
Nam yo renge ho, nam yo renge
all heads
ho,
Stanley
nam
Wag.
yo renge ho.
But anyway,
all right, guys. You know, we have really enjoyed our time with you. We hope that you guys enjoyed your time with us. All we ask is that, you know, you keep coming back to us, listening to us. We have fun. We don't always agree, but at the same point in time, we do hear one another out, and we make sure that we try to come to, see, that's why I don't like him. He keeps trying to say I don't have no hair, but y'all seen I got hair. He's such a hater.
What happened?
You know what happened. Anyhow, like I say, we don't always agree, but we do have some common grounds that we stand upon. And so I hope that you guys enjoyed the topic today and that you look forward to next Monday's topic, which we haven't decided what it'll be. I don't know.
Yeah, y'all might have to help. Y'all might have to give us some ideas on what our next topic can be, man. We have to so we can figure out what our next topic gonna be on next Monday. So y'all remember, man, every Monday at 3 p.m. depending on where you're at this mountain time. So if you're in Texas, it's 4 p.m. on Monday. This is the Spitbox Talk Show, and we're gonna be talking about everything, y'all. So last week we talked about righting your wrongs. This week we talked about is your loyalty with your siblings or with your parents. And so we'll have another great discussion for y'all.
I love you more, Trisha. So I'm happy you enjoyed the conversation, Kyron. Thank you, Auntie Vaughn. We definitely gonna keep it coming, and we always gonna need your insight because I can't deal with him, Auntie.
Cause when I have to deal with these bald head scallywags, it's just been a little bit too much.
Nam yo renge ho, nam yo renge ho, nam yo renge ho.
Chicken head.
Miss Moji, come rub his belly so he can be quiet.
But anyway, so y'all, if you have never attended Saturday morning slow jam session, man, y'all make sure y'all be there, man. It was a great battle last week. We're gonna
exactly, Yolanda. It's with your brothers.
But wait a minute now, hold on. That's my sister. Check this out though.
I know it's your sister.
No, wait, hold on. Let me say this though. Now, if my mama was alive, cause my mama gone, that's the reason why she sent her loyalty with her brothers. But if my mama was here, loyalty with mama first. Now, as I say that, who's she gonna be loyalty over our mama with? Nobody. Not one person in this world we're gonna have more loyalty towards than our mama. Now, anybody else family, I can't speak for them. But my mama, me, my brother, and my sister have direct loyalty for that woman over anybody else in this world.
I have loyalty for my mama as well.
Look what she said. Hold on, look what she said. We're going to tell mama that you stole them cookies out that cookie jar. I'm not feeling lie to her for you. She done did some, shoot, look at her. That's what I'm trying to tell you. But everybody's raised different. That's
like I said, I have loyalty to my siblings. I'm not saying that it takes away from my loyalty from my mama. Yeah, but at the end of the day, this topic is now closed. And we appreciate each and every one of y'all for listening to us. And pray for me because I deal with this on a daily basis. And his mouth never stops. I mean, never. I have to get a hammer at time for his toes because he don't be quiet. And he don't try to listen. He gonna try to overtalk you all the time.
Yeah. Oh, like you ain't did it today 2 or 3 times. And then you catch yourself.
I had to.
Okay, let that be my excuse next time then. I'm gonna say I had to.
Nam yo renge ho.
Chicken head.
I can't stand him,
Chicken head.
y'all.
Forever chicken. Y'all, man, look here, y'all. Man, me and my assistant, we go hard, man. We just show y'all a good time, man. And appreciate y'all. Carmela say team leader. For real,
Thank you,
Carmela.
Miss Carmela. Look, you see what your sister said. She enjoyed it.
Yes,
Hey,
you
you
did.
hater.
Hey,
But yes, he had.
we appreciate
I've been
y'all, man.
told.
If y'all
I've
like
been
the show,
told
man,
he
y'all make sure
talks
y'all
to
come back next Monday, man. And y'all make sure like when on the community posts and stuff, y'all give us some ideas, man, on what topics y'all want me and Leader to discuss, man. Cause sometimes, like y'all heard us today, we be clashing, going against each other, and then sometimes we'll be in agreement with it. So y'all just give us some topics, man. So we can keep having these discussions every Monday, man. We're glad y'all enjoyed it, man. I see a lot of y'all as team leader.
Yes,
What
Brandy,
team?
we
What
can
team
agree
next
that it's different
emoji at?
situations. We
My
definitely
wife
can
said she
agree.
the only fan I need. Now, how y'all like that? My wife said she the only fan I need.
All right.
I got a gangsta emoji fan. Yeah.
Now,
But anyway,
my sis be on my side too sometimes, so don't
yes,
even
you
get
do.
that twisted.
Yes, you do. But right now she on my side because she see everybody talking about what Sherry said, team both of y'all. Appreciate you for that, Sherry. But anyway, man, appreciate y'all, man, for turning up with us, man. And all the comments, everybody that commented in the chat section and comment section, man. We appreciate y'all for all y'all comments. Everybody that gave us insights to this topic because it was like a little heated little topic, right? A little debate. But y'all got to know, man. Even though we had a debate, there ain't nothing but love with me and Lita, man, and my wife and all of us, man. It's all good. And we do this, man. It's entertainment first off, you know what I'm saying? And it is good discussion. Hopefully y'all get something out of it. Y'all learn something out of it, and hopefully y'all be here next Monday when we have another talk show here at the Spit Box, man. Y'all invite some people to come to the Spit Box, man, and y'all make sure that y'all call in sometime because we want to hear what y'all got to say. The phone lines be open during our talk show, so y'all can call in. Oh, we're gonna say Lafayette for you one more time. Lafayette. She said say Lafayette for one more time. Lafayette, Louisiana. So yeah, so y'all make sure y'all call in, man. And so me and Lita can hear what y'all got to say in the talk show because man, y'all thoughts, y'all comments, y'all suggestions, y'all ideas, it's all important to us, man. We try to be one big happy family here on the show.
And if we didn't get to your comment, we definitely apologize, but know that you guys are
Right.
all important to us. And we apologize again for not reading your comment. Sometimes we get so in depth
Right.
with our conversation that we look over some comments and we
Right.
apologize. But again, it's all love.
All
Buddha,
love.
he just needs to have several seats sometimes to get his belly rubbed in order to get
Okay,
his
she
act
asking
right.
for it, y'all. She asking for it again. She asking for it. Come on. Chicken head. Come on, y'all. Chicken head. Please, whatever. Lita, let me hear you say please, whatever.
No seas estúpido.
Say please,
Mucho
whatever.
grande es el inteligente.
Wait,
No se
I got no
hablo es
hand in
el
that.
inglés. Mucho grande es español.
But anyway, y'all, man, we enjoyed our time with y'all today, man. Y'all make sure y'all boy Shay, last time we played Avery Lennox, that pressure, look at here, they kicked us off the whole thing. That's pretty much because I showed the video, but no, this ain't the Saturday morning slow
Iriki,
jam.
wariki, hiriki, farki, big huriki, hiriki, winiki,
El
aniki,
nosotros
diriki,
nos salta
dadiki.
la lomita, el elasante, por lo de caloso, el lemito los zapatos.
I love
Por
you,
el vale.
Trisha. I appreciate your love for my cooking videos. Thank you, thank you. You guys have a wonderful evening. Until next time, this is the Spitbox, and we out.
We out,
Peace.
y'all. Peace.